You have to understand when women were given the right to vote, when they were given rights to choose who to be with as a man, that fucked everything up. So instead of women being with educated, good, smart men with a good head on their shoulders, what women are doing or have been doing for the past, what, 40, 50, 60 years, they've been given the free reins to choose any guy that they want, right? And that's where everything is fucked up. This is why there's so many dating coaches and there's so many people that are teaching guys, be this way, do this, do this, do this, do this. And it's like, that's because women are not choosing good men from the jump like they're supposed to. Okay? And this is why I always tell guys, do not get down, don't get upset, because women they don't know what they're fucking doing in life. When it comes to women make the two horrible decisions in life: managing money and choosing a guy. The worst decision she'll ever make in her life. She'll be in a ton of debt and she'll choose a lot of shitty guys. And I tell guys, listen, don't okay, let's say you're a nice guy, okay? Let's say you're a good, just a genuine good man, okay? You don't try to change yourself as far as I gotta walk a certain way, I gotta talk like this, I gotta do all this shit to get her approval. Okay? Never go about things that way. Because what will happen is you'll literally lose yourself and you'll turn into something else just to get laid. Somebody asked for the Cash App. There's the Cash App link. If you want to contribute 100% proceeds, go to me via Cash App and or PayPal. Support the stream. So, guys, you got to understand, when you're out there dealing with women, there's no like set way to do shit. Ronaldo Rodriguez, I don't just kid. We're going to get rid of you. See you later. I don't kid around. I got 2 kids in the room sleep. Son. Do not change who you are to appease a female. It's never going to work. Shout out to Mr. Angel Bonilla for contributing via Cash App. Thank you, Mr. Angel. And a lot of guys think I gotta be a gangster, I gotta be a tough guy, I gotta be a thug. I'll admit that does get you laid. I'm gonna admit being a like putting on a tough guy facade and and all this other shit. Yes, that can get you laid. But in the long run, you won't like it because you're like, this is not even who I am. And I've been down there where I'm like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do all this shit. And then I start seeing like, yo, this is giving me pussy, this is giving me success with women. Then I'll go home and I'll be sitting like, this is not even how I want to be. Shout out to Black Ocean. Like, this is not even how I want to be. And guys got to understand, be yourself. Don't be a pushover. But be yourself. Yes, I'm going to admit, the vast majority of women like shitty guys. I'm going to be honest. The vast majority of women. And a lot of men just aren't, there's not a shitty, a lot of men have a tough time treating women like shit. They have a tough time dogging women out because they know deep down that's not how they was raised, that's not how they was built. They wasn't cut from that cloth. They wasn't, they just weren't around individuals who acted like that. So you can see the fakeness on them. Yes, women like The criminals and the thugs and those type of guys get the most vagina. The guys in the street, yeah, yes. And if some of y'all think like, oh, they just fucking the hood rats. No, they fucking bitches in your nearest suburb. They're fucking women in your nearest suburb. Women are going, women are coming from a suburb in Chicago or around that area, and they're coming to Chicago, the inner cities, to fuck thugs, criminals, and losers. I promise you. Women with master's degrees, women with that double majors, women, I'm telling you. How do you conquer women? You can fucking email me. I'm not answering that shit. We passed that. I'm going to be honest. The nice guy will never get laid. Oh, he will, but it will take him a long time. He will have to do X, Y, and Z. Oh, my bad, Mr. Shane Michaels. We'll edit that out on the Patreon. The nice guys get the scraps, get the leftovers. Like, just look. I agree, Stefan. Nice guys do get laid, just not his preference. He does get laid with resources. And I see you over there, Stefan. I see you. I see you doing stuff over there. No homo. The nice guy has to use his resources. Because nice guys tend to have the looks just aren't there. So unfortunately, he has to be nice. Have you ever had a sugar mama? We can equate it to that. If you ever had a woman that like bought you shit, or that like spent bread on you, or just did all these different things, how did that woman look? Maybe late 30s, 40s, or 50s. I mean, her SMV, her looks just weren't good enough for you. And unfortunately, you know that you can do better than her. So, and she knew that you could do better than her. So, unfortunately, what she had to do was start to break bread and buy you things and be nice. You're like, why is this bitch so damn nice? She being nice to me. She doing all this stuff for me. That's because she knew she had to be nice. She has to. And unfortunately, the nice guy, he knows that he can't compete as far as looks wise. Is that a bad thing? No. And I said in the previous stream, you can blame your mother who, that's who he let your father between her legs. That's just how things are. You can't get upset about that. Everybody looks a certain way. A lot of men try to buy a woman's love. And what I noticed about the thug, the criminal, or Pookie, or the Tyrones that the black manosphere talk about, they have a certain look. Like I said before, looks is number one to a woman. If you're able to look and carry yourself a certain way, you're going to get laid more often. That's what because women think about the right now. V-strap, I get laid, but we're going to get rid of you. See you later. No trolls in here. The quickest trick, trust me. The trigger is quick. That's just how it is. I know women personally. I told you about the story. She told me that she got with a guy who was a convicted pedophile. I said, how the... And you know what came to my head? I said, wow. I said, you know what? It's not they. I mean, it wasn't that about how nice he is. You know what it was? It's because I never seen a picture of the guy, but 9 times out of 10, he was really attractive in her eyes. So guess what? Even though he was a convicted pedophile, whoever the fucking guy was, she let that shit go. You know why? Because the looks that he had, the way he carried himself. A gal with lower SMV, she would look at him and say, well, you're creep. Dude is sentenced for life and she's still with him. Shut dares to troll stop. Yeah, we get rid of guys real quick. We don't. That's why we don't have any trolls, because guys know. See, once I set the stage, there won't be anybody that's coming here and troll because they say, "Oh shit, oh he gonna get me." Yeah, of course I'm gonna get you. Bang bang. We gonna open up the sip pot line in a little bit. You gotta understand, women are going to your nearest prison or county and putting money on men's books. You know why? It's not because they're educated clearly. It's simply because, I'm gonna be honest, they have the requisite SMV in her eyes. That inmate cannot do anything for that woman. So you might ask, so why does she put money on his books? He has a certain look to him, as well as that edge. The nice guy, unfortunately, he doesn't have that edge. That's not a bad thing. I shouldn't say unfortunately. He just doesn't have that edge. That psychoness to him. That attack dog mentality. I tweeted earlier. An attack dog is just a man that was raised by a single mother. A feminine mentality. I'm not opening up shit. How about you contribute? Pimp 23 Boys back. So guys have to understand that that's just how things are. Women choose idiots. See, the reason why women are choosing these dumb guys is because they didn't have a father right there. I got 2 daughters, so when my daughters start to date whoever the fuck they start dealing with, you know what? They're going to have to come to me first. They're going to see how, okay, if he's not like my dad, XYZ, then I probably shouldn't bring that guy to my dad's place or deal with him or get a relationship with him. So when they start to deal with whoever, they won't deal with thugs, criminals, losers, getting knocked about, because they know how I am. Now what's going on is there's none of that being regulated. You got women out here choosing the worst guys, the most dumbest idiots. A lot of women are being raised by single mothers. So what will happen is they'll choose the worst individuals. Shout out to Mr. Stoner Kenny. My co-worker's boyfriend was taking pics of her daughter, sentenced for 5 years. He just got out today and she took up for him, betrayed her own daughter. That's how it is, man. I'm going to be honest. And this is what and I said it before, the nice guy doesn't understand that, yes, you can do all these different things and have all this stuff going for you, but women don't choose off logic. I used to think that years and years ago. I'm like, I got everything together. I'm like, and I get laid, but I'm like, why am I only reaching a certain level of bitch? And a lot of times it came down to the edge you had. And I never forget the most attractive woman I fucked in my life. I never forget. I was loud. I didn't use any game. I remember I was intoxicated. I never forget. Really attractive girl too. And that's because, guess what? I didn't think about I'm a good guy, I'm doing things this way. I didn't give her my resume. I acted like the hoodlum. Seriously. Guys, we don't acknowledge any trolls, but they can continue to support. That's just how it is. Shout out to Mr. Ralph E. He says, even though you didn't go live yesterday for Sunday sermon, I got you, bro. We appreciate you and love you, no homo. The brotherhood is strong. The church saves lives. Thank you, Mr. Ralph E. He always contributes. He always is in here, supports. He always comes through every single week. Shout out to Colin Gaming, bro. Thank you, Ralphie. I'm going to be honest. And when I look back, I'm like, you know what? I didn't even have a method of doing things. You know what I did? I was loud. I was belligerent. I just didn't give a fuck. And when I started to think, I said, you know what? Maybe if I was seeing her out somewhere, I said, hey, how you doing? I forgot the bitch name. And I shook her hand. She'd probably say, it's kind of off. I'm not attracted to him. Women are attracted. Listen. Women are attracted to a man who has edge. Who fucks the most attractive women? The men, a lot of them that are incarcerated. Men who could care less about whether they're in prison or not. Now, yes, good men do get laid, but a lot of those good men are settling, i.e. Russell Wilson. Look at him. Do you think Ciara would have fucked him ever? Do you think Ciara would have fucked that man, Russell Wilson, ever? No. Not at all. She finds him unattractive. Matter of fact, if you look at what they're doing, because people send me pics, Ciara is braiding Russell Wilson's hair. She's trying to turn him into a thug. Don't believe me? Go look at the pictures. See, and another thing, the reason why I don't watch the NBA playoffs like live is because I don't want to sit there through all that shit. I don't want to sit there through a 2.5 hour playoff series. I just don't. It's potentially 7 of those. That's a lot of time. I'd rather just condense it down and go on YouTube and watch highlights within 15 minutes. The important shit. Now, the NBA Finals, that's a different story. Shout out to you're doing God's work, brother Dare. Shout out to Flow Easy. Much appreciated for you showing your support. And I'll reiterate this again. If you have peace in your life, I know it might sound fucked up to you guys. You like say, man, I'm a good guy, I'm a peaceful guy. Yes, but you won't be able to attain a certain attractive woman. That's just how it is. You have to have some daredevil psychoness to you. Good guys, shout to Curry B, are lame. To them. Don't say you lame, but man, shit. Good guys are lame to them because good guys have their life together. They got everything going. Does that make you a bad guy? No. So all these guys that say, man, why is she choosing criminals? Why? I used to question myself. Now I say, you know what? And I used to try to kind of emulate what criminals and thugs do. And that did get me results. Told the bitch, shut the fuck up. That turned her on. Ignored her. She told me good morning at 8 a.m. I text that bitch at 8 p.m. intentionally. The good guy necessarily won't do that. He's prompt. So sometimes you have to take a page from the criminal's book, the thugs, the Tyrone's book, unfortunately. Now, did I necessarily enjoy doing it? Yes and no, but I knew that would get me the vagina. I knew that would keep the bitch around. And yes, that kept her around for a long time because I brought chaos to her life. I didn't give her certainty. Shout out to Mickey FC, great to see you. I didn't give her any sort of comfort. I didn't tell her she looked nice. When we hung out, I knew she did her makeup and looked good. Guess what? I didn't tell her she looked nice. When we went out somewhere, guess what? I didn't even hold the door. I just walked on through and she walked right behind me. When we went out to eat, you know what I said? Damn, I forgot my wallet. I'll take care of the next one. See, the nice guy would never do any of that. You know, she said, okay. And she paid. Unfortunately, the nice guy would never do that. How do you feel about polygamy, or should I email you for that question? Good, strippers are the opposite, though. They like nice guys. See, here's the thing. Strippers don't like nice men. They just have the monies. They just have the money. If you're in prison, do you realize you will get ample amount of support? You see Ted Bundy. If you haven't, go look him up. He got Netflix documentaries, all type of shit. Ted Bundy had hoes. He had all types of bitches. Now you might want, and guess what? They weren't hood rats either. Don't believe me? Go look after this live stream. Go look up Ted Bundy and Marilyn Manson. Look what type of women he had. Suburban looking bitches, slim and in shape, not fat. Like the guys, the women that you fuck with that are fat, they have a BBW in sight. And you got your life together. You a free man. Your criminal record is clean. You got the money. You got your own place. Guess what? You still fucking fat bitches. So I said, Charmin, I said it's Marilyn Manson. Charles Manson, Ted Bundy, they live in an 8x9 cell. You get 3 meals a day, 3 hots in the cot. They got more hoes than you. They got more women than you. And you might say, how in the fuck does that work? How's that? But again, we're not talking about logic when it comes to women. There's no logic with them. So yes, they will go for a man who a man with that 3 hots in the cot. He lives in an 8x6 cell. He's on 23-hour lockdown, and he gets an hour of recreation. That turns a woman on. These women will go to court to see Ted Bundy. And they'll show up early to court for his arraignment. He getting 25 years to life. Bitches lined up. and your ass can't even get a bitch to come over your place. You on YouTube looking, how can I get her to come to my place? How do I get she didn't show up? How do I? You think they're gonna miss out on Ted Bundy's arraignment? You think they're gonna miss out on that on her boyfriend or criminal's arraignment? No, she won't. Matter of fact, she gonna be crying there. He done committed all type of crimes. What the fuck? You know why is he crying? It's simply because that's what she loves. Women love criminals, thugs, and the bad boys with edge. It's time to face that. Now, can you offset certain things and maybe take a few things from their playbook? Yeah. You can not care about a woman and all this shit and shit like that. But deep down, you know that it's not right. You just like, this is not me. But you roll with the punch. You say, well, listen, I want to get laid. I want to keep this bitch around, so I got to do certain things. You just have to do certain things. See, it's natural for the criminal to do it because he lives life on edge. He don't care about anything. He just surviving each day. Again, if you're a murderer, women love that. Look at this best-selling book, 50 Shades of Grey. Who do you think buying that book? Dudes? You think men are buying 50 Shades of Grey about all these rape fantasies and crazy shit? Women are buying those books because that's what they love. But again, Jordan Barboza, I didn't say you don't have to be a thug. I said you can emulate and take things from their book or the way they do things. I said you don't have to be predictable. But again, what you got to understand, a lot of the times, that's not your nature. You used to go into your 9-to-5 job. You used to go into here. You used to being on time. That's predictable. You have a predictable nature because you have to be at certain places throughout your life, throughout your week, throughout your year, on time. Jordan Barboza. So it's extremely difficult for you to keep that unpredictable nature up that the thug, that the criminal has, that the bad boy has. It's not in your nature to do so because you practice being predictable, being on time, doing the work. You have everything set. It's very hard for a lot of men to be unpredictable. They don't like stability. They take it as weakness. They despise it. But the man, they see more inner strength. And that's how it's so fools. They despise a man who's on time, but then they say, you know what? If a guy is not on time, then or is kind of everywhere and up and down, that hey, that's something that gets her vagina wet. Women are horrible decision makers. I highly urge you to treat them like shit. I'm serious. Yes, you get penalized for having a disciplined lifestyle. For being on time, for being a good man, you get penalized when it comes to dealing with women. I'm going to be honest. Now, can you get laid still? Yes. But I noticed you can't break past a certain type of woman. Give you an example. Let's say you're used to dealing with women who are 6s, maybe 7s. What you have to understand is, in order to really break to 8, 9s, and 10s type of woman, you have to be a chaotic individual. You have to be unpredictable. You have to live an exciting psycho lifestyle. You listen. You can't treat a woman if she's a 9 or a 10 or 8. I'm telling you guys. I'm not telling you anything that's not true. If you want to fuck with a woman who's an 8, 9, or 10, you have to understand you cannot be predictable. You cannot be a good man. You cannot hold hands. I know after you fuck a woman, you want to walk her out to her car and say I had a great time, but you understand that's a weak behavior to the woman. That's I'll say an 8, 9, or 10. That's why a lot of men can only get 5, 6, and 7. They seem to can't necessarily cross that threshold. I used to be like that years and years ago. I'm like, damn, why the fuck I can't cross I'm getting average chicks, like, you know. Then I say, you know, let me switch some shit up. Because you know I'm a creative guy. Yes, it does prove women are dumb. They're illogical. And that's why I always tell you guys, do not take offense to why you're not getting chose, why this or that. Because they're not going to choose with logic, guys. And you gotta understand the good men that they want when they hit 30, they just want those men for security and money. They don't want to be with those men like long term. They don't like dealing with those men. Believe me. A lot of women fucks with will defend assholes and will shit on nice guys. Yeah. Guys, please don't acknowledge her, please. We got to continue to cook. They choose with emotion which makes them feel a certain way. Who makes them feel a certain way? Yeah. That's how it is. And this is why the whole dating game and mate choosing is so fucked up, guys. Because you have women choosing, my brothers. Y'all understand that? You have women choosing the men, but they don't know how. They're not choosing with logic. They're choosing with emotion. And I sat back and realized that, man, it's so illogical. Am I upset about that? Oh, hell no. Am I down or, oh my God, oh. No, I'm not. But I know that I'm going to dog you the fuck out. I know I'm not going to check on you, see how your day going. Why should I do that? So you can get rid of me? So you can say, oh, you know, this isn't working out. Or, hey, I just, no. I'm going to dick you down and I'm never going to speak to you again. And I found out that actually works. Do I want to do it that way? I necessarily don't want to do it that way. But as I said before the previous themes, a lot of times you have to adjust. I have to adjust in order to get results in life. And sometimes it's going to be things that you necessarily don't want to do. No problem, Jordan. But Barboza, any other questions before I get rid of you? Make your last statement, because we shooting guys down. Sometimes you have to just make a certain decision. Be yourself, but adapt to the situation. Skeet, skeet, repeat, and finally retreat. Yeah. Yes, I personally would like to be simping around, but we know that's not way. Darius living in Seattle. If you have women, good weed and drugs, especially women will want you. I heard about Seattle. Fitness cheat code. Thank you, Mr. Ralphie. Oh, no problem. Hey, Mr. Jordan Barboza. Before you go to him, check how many subscribers I have and check how many subscribers he has. Now, he started his channel about 4 years before I started my channel. So go to him, son, and tell him I sent you, son. And go check his videos out. His past 7 videos, I have more views in one video. You sound like a kid. I'm going over here and taking my ball over here. Get your bitch ass out of here. Tell him I sent you. That's just how things are. Got the TJ. Do I want things to be like that for every good man? No, because I get a lot of good men, good quality men that send me long emails. And I say, Darius, man, I like this woman. I've done this. And then I start reading, and it's always they've done everything. Like, it's like they checked off everything, right? And I get so many emails, it will blow your mind. And I get so many guys that say, oh, they checked off this, they checked off that, they checked off that, they checked off that. And then they say, what did I do? What's wrong? Well, quite frankly, you did nothing wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. What happens is you did everything right. You did everything right. And when you do everything right around a woman, she doesn't like that. Because there's no dysfunction, there's no chaos, there's no ups and downs emotions. There's none of that. So yeah, you did everything right. You ain't do nothing wrong. What do you want me to tell him? What do I tell you guys in the email? Oh, you did this wrong. No, you did everything you're supposed to do. She just needs the drama. And unfortunately, you don't bring her that level of drama and chaos and dysfunction. Unfortunately, you're not exciting enough. Shout out to Constantine the Great. You're just not. And I always say unfortunately because it's just unfortunate. You just weren't excited enough. You took her. This is why, guys, I'm going to be honest. This is why you can take a woman on like 3 dates, and a lot of guys can't get past the second or third date, right? A lot of men cannot get past the second or third date, and they wondering, like, what did I do wrong? Well, you did everything right, and women don't like when men do everything right. Of course, a dating coach will never tell you this. Nobody will never tell you this. You did everything right, and she does not like it. You held the door for her. You picked her up from her house. You told her she looks good. You told her she smells good when you gave her a hug. You sat the fuck down. You ordered food. You had a nice conversation. You told her about your future endeavors. She don't give no fuck about that. You told her about your education, what you like to do for fun. And then you guys ate. You let her get whatever she wanted to. You paid. Gave the waitress a nice tip. You gave her a hug. You went in for the kiss. And guess what? She gave you a hip to hip hug. She gave you a hip to hip hug, and you wondering, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. You just did everything right, and women don't like when guys do things right. Women don't like structure. As fucked up as it sounds, they don't like that. Yeah, all she gave was a kiss on the cheek. But the loser guy, she tongued him down and sucked his dick. And he had the same underwear on for 3 days. He didn't even wash his nuts. You done trimmed your pubic hair hoping you get your dick sucked that night. She left your ass. She fucking the guy with funky ass drawers on. He in and out of work, playing Xbox. He playing Fortnite. She come home, suck and fuck his dick. He got his headphones on and sitting back. He ain't moved all day. Only thing he been doing is this. He look up. He's sitting down and you go back home. And you're like, okay, I had a great first date. Okay, let me get back to, let me see how do I get a second date? And he's sitting there playing this Fortnite, and she like, hey baby, he like, what? He playing. playing Fortnite, playing whatever game, while you sitting there, and guess what? She like, why don't you get off that game, DeAndre? And you know what he say? See, when a woman tells you to get off the game, let me reenact. But y'all know I gotta get it out. See, when a woman tells you to get off the game and you playing, when she walks in the door, you know what your dumb ass gonna do? The nice guy does. He gets off the game. He says, "Okay, baby, I'll give you my time and energy." And the woman says to DeAndre, "You always on that Fortnite game. You never give me any time." And you know what he say to her? "Bitch, shut the fuck up, man. God damn, you get on my fucking nerves. You talk too fucking much." And he put back on his headphones. "Hey, what you say, man? Let me hop in this 2K live, man, real quick." And she's sitting there. And guess what your dumb ass doing? Texting her, "I had a great time with you. You looked amazing." You dumb fuck! The fuck do you think this is? And she's sitting there, "I can never get his attention." Why you giving her your attention? And after DeAndre done playing the game, it's 1 a.m. You know what he do? He hop right in the bed with her. His funky drawers and all. And he getting the pussy. And he getting his dick sucked from the back. And you sitting there wondering, "Oh, should I text her the next day? Should I text her a couple days?" Yeah, she'll go on another date with you. And she'll go home and do the same thing to DeAndre. And beat her cheeks too. Why you sitting there, "Man, bro, what did I do wrong?" You didn't do nothing wrong. You just did everything right. Call the show. Oh, guys, make sure you support the stream. If you missed any live streams, if you missed any sermons, any lectures, we need more patrons. Excuse me. Become a patron for $2 a month, $3 a month. If you missed the live stream, if you just missed other uncut content, I will have another piece. You guys gonna laugh. All you patrons tomorrow, or you $10 patrons, you gotta enjoy the video I'm gonna put up tomorrow. Funny. It's gonna be mind-boggling, man. You're gonna see. Is it possible to attract girls that rejected me when I was nice, but I changed to bad boy behavior for a year? Light-skinned black girls are the worst of the bunch. Shout out to Mr. Howard Cooper. What are clear signs that we should know if she's cheating for real? I've already made videos about that. This ain't no free dating advice shit. If you want any type of advice like that, hit the super chat. If not, oh well. Adrian D said, "The game is real. In reality, good stream, dears." Thank you, Mr. Adrian D, for showing your support. Story time is always the best with Darius. And we'll have that afterwards, but we gotta take calls now. I'll go a month before I give it to the wall. If you ask me if she cheating, she cheating. Every girl, guys, every girl is fucking around. Every woman has multiple dicks. I swear to God. They fucking with so many guys. You won't believe. It'll blow your mind, guys, how fucked up women are. That's why me personally, I don't respect them. I don't love them. I don't even like them. Do I hate women? No. I just use them for recreational use and toss them away. Every one of them has, and so many guys, that's why I laugh. I shouldn't say I laugh at guys. They don't know, because I used to be that way. Like, this woman is mine, she only talking to me. Man, these women are fucking and talking to so many guys. Women enjoy sex just as much as you. If not more, to be honest with you. They just know how to have it. They love getting dick from so many guys. If you don't know, go to my Patreon, become a patron, and listen to the bitches that talk, that I interview. They'll tell you. They got at least, they got 15 to 20 women or men on their phone. You only got 2 to 3. If you barely got 3, because you hoping bitches slide through on Friday. You got a bitch set up for Friday and two bitches set up for Saturday. You hoping they slide through Friday. One of them flaked off. Now you down to two. And then guess what? Let's say another one flake off on Saturday. Now you down to one bitch and she came through, cool. But you down to one. And that's what's the fucked up part about juggling women, because you're never like secure. Like, and that's why I really stopped the whole roster type of thing, because you're always trying to, it's a hamster wheel. You understand what I'm saying? It's a hamster wheel for years. I'm 30 years old. It's a hamster wheel. You're constantly trying to, like, I used to have this thing like, okay, I'm gonna have 3 women per week in my rotation, just in case bitches don't show up. Do you know I had 3 women, all 3 of them show up on a weekend? And guess what? I was down to 0. So I had to go back and re-up on the bitches. And it was just, it started to get so much like a headache. It's like, man, spinning plates are tiring because, where's Neek? I can't even find, Neek one, can you comment, please? Oh, there you are. Caught you. And this is why, like, spinning plates is so tiring, because you have so much to deal with, because women are sporadic. They will never be consistent. Like, they will never like show up and be consistent. And like, it throws a hook in your schedule. Spinning plates is not a lot of work. It's just like, it's mentally taxing. It's a mental aspect of it that you have to have. It's basically, you have to have like managing and getting your roster together. That's not difficult. What's difficult is not to unload on these bitches that don't show up. That's what the difficult part is. You sitting there like, you fucking bitch. Do you think I believe? And you want to load up on this bitch? Then you know if you unload on her, one, then you definitely, the pussy is out of there. So then you're just like, well, fuck it. And that's what the spinning plates thing is about, building your roster. That's what it's about. You get so many inconsistent, flaky women that, what the hell? Red Eagle TV said, what are your thoughts on monk mode, Pastor, and would you ever consider going monk? I went monk for, I think, 3 months. 3.5, 4 months. Late last year. Until this year, I went monk. It's very beneficial. I'll honestly say that you see things a lot more clearer. You're able to get so much shit done, because you understand when you're not fucking with a ton of women. Like, okay, guys, do you know how much women go through our head every fucking day? Like, every hour of the day, vagina is going through your head. And when you go monk mode, if you say, you know, I'm not gonna deal with women either for years or the rest of my life, or for maybe 2-3 months, like I did, what happens is you free yourself up to be more productive, to do a lot of different things, to get shit done. Yeah, there's horny times there where you want to fuck a bitch, but you know how to master, you know how to be far more disciplined in different areas of your life. And I'm telling you, when I went monk mode for 3 months, I got so much shit done. Way more. I got so much done. So some men, Red Eagle TV, a lot of it is like, going monk, I do recommend it for men. Some men don't want to go for the rest of their life for a whole year. Some men want to do 3 months or 2 months or maybe a month, a 30-day type of, it's like a fasting thing. If you guys are into religion, when you got the sidetrack, when you are fasting, you're basically cleansing all those toxins out of you. It is a good reset. There you go, Boost Coyote. It's a good reset on life and just getting your brain together and seeing your past and getting your future ready. And that's what basically fasting and going monk mode is. It takes a high level of discipline. Because you see a bitch with a fat ass. I remember I picked my daughters up from school. It's this one lady. I ain't gonna say her name. I'm like, damn, this bitch. I'm looking like, whew. She looked extremely good. And I always look at her finger like, this bitch ain't taken. She probably in her mid to late 20s. And I'm thinking in my head, I said, man, let me get this shit out of my fucking head, man. So it takes a conscious dedication day in and day out. I don't even care. Women don't faze me as much as they used to. No, guys, there's no restrictions on monk. We saying monk is you focusing on yourself and your life and not having tons of sex. That's what that means. Or you're not having sex at all, excuse me. It is tough, but I do recommend it maybe for a month. His thing with guys, and when guys, a lot of guys say, "Oh, stop giving a fuck about women." That's extremely hard. A lot of the times, guys, long term, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I know we got the whole If you, the more you don't care about a woman, the more she'll be around. Yeah, that's true. But after so long, you can only play that game for so damn long. Like you can only have her come over and not really pay much attention to her, dick her down. You can only look at her text message. She might say good morning. You like, man, I don't want to get caught into that. So and you can only play. It's a game that you playing. Because the vast majority of us men in here are not shitty human beings. We're not bad individuals. But unfortunately, we have to play it. We did trial and error. So we have to do things a certain way in order to get a certain result. Now, could you keep that game, that mind frame up for so long? Me personally, I can't do it because I'm just deep down, I'm not I don't like treating people inhumane, even women. But I know that's if I want certain results with women, I have to do certain things a certain way, and that's not be a normal human being. I cannot be normal with women. You know, in long term, that's you get tired of that shit, man. Even though, like I said, you get results when it comes to sex with women and all that shit. After so long, you just say, man, I don't even feel like I can't even not compliment a woman sometimes. After so long, you just tap out. You know? Oh, we got 3 people calling. Guys, if you want to become a patron, there's the link. We need your support. We got over 500 men in here. Yes, we will drop a video tomorrow. We will be live Wednesday, Thursday, and we will drop a video Friday. Yeah, it is human nature. It's human nature to want to have something long, just consistent in general. It is. But in a woman's nature, she ain't fucking human. Oh, you a male feminist? We'll get you out of here. No worries. See you later. I didn't even notice. Oh, listen, trolls, it's not going to benefit you to be in here because I don't go back and forth with people. I don't debate men. I don't debate women. I don't do that. So it's not going to benefit you to come in here and maybe say something smart. It just won't, because I just give it to you real quick. I've mastered that in life. You should see all the trolls on my Twitter account. We get rid of guys, individuals real quick. So call the show, guys. 630-618-7110. Yeah, sausage fest. If she's reasonably attractive, her phone is blowing up. She can be below average in fucking looks. And that's why, another reason why the whole game, the dating game is kind of fucked up. No problem, Howard Cooper. Send me another link and I'll retweet that too. Go ahead, talk to where you from, man. Yo.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I've been watching your live streams for a bit, and I realized that you're right on so many fucking levels. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, our society is fucking disgusting. And I'm ashamed of so many people that I live with. It's disgusting. It's so disgusting. And I just feel as though, like, you're doing something so great for everybody by doing these live streams.
Oh, thank you, brother. How old are you? Might I ask?
I'm 24.
24. Are you in a relationship or anything?
For now, I am single.
You
just
sure?
Because a lot of girls out there, they're fucking whack. They're just so fucking whack right now. It's just like I can't deal with. I can't fucking deal with them.
Listen, I don't blame you, Mr. Canada. I really don't, because it's like dealing with a woman. It's like it becomes mentally taxing over time. You know, it really does. You know.
Like, the feminism here is fucking gross. Like, I can't fucking stand it. Like, it's destroying this nation, I think. Destroying it. Making people like me look so fucking bad. That doesn't even stand for this fucking shit.
Somebody asked, are you straight or are you gay?
I am probably the most straight guy fucking here. People talk shit all day.
Hey, relax.
You know what I mean?
Hey, no, you good. Somebody asked. Somebody just asked if you were.
Like, I'm reading everything here.
Hey, listen, don't read everything.
Oh, shit.
Listen, don't read everything. Listen, just concentrate with me. First of all, turn the background off. What you got to understand, the subscribers here are ruthless. We are okay, my brother. I've trained these men in here to be savages. Okay, so they attack anything that might sound beta or whatever. So these are trained killers in here. Okay, these are trained savages. So that's just how they are. Okay, don't worry about
like,
me.
I feel as though, like, we all fight with the same sword, and I feel as though, like, I'm just getting attacked out of nowhere. It's just, I feel as though, like, it's a sense of betrayal, and, like, I feel as though I support everybody here.
Hey, no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Let's get back to the topic. You're good to go. So do you ever plan to be in a relationship ever again? Like, long term? Do you ever want to?
With the right person. I'm trying to pick right here.
All right, do you have any women that you're talking to currently right now? Like, any prospects?
Here and there, not really. Like,
Okay. Well, brother, I appreciate you for calling. I appreciate you calling, man. Good luck.
I just feel so, like, right now they're just all over the place, and it's just so fucking frustrating to deal with them.
I agree. Thanks for calling, my brother. I appreciate you. Go Toronto Raptors. Thank you.
Oh, go Raptors! Yeah, true. We will sweep Philly for sure. That's 100%.
Okay, cool. Hey, question: Do you think they're gonna keep Kawhi? Do you think Kawhi Leonard's gonna stay in Toronto? Yes or no?
Absolutely, because I know he doesn't choke.
All right.
DeRozan chokes, man. This guy choke.
All right, thank you for calling, brother. Appreciate it. I see he's gonna stay. And that's about choking. Talk to me, brother. Where you from?
Hey, I'm from Las Vegas, and I'm going my own way.
Talk loud for us, man. Please.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'm just from Vegas, so I went so far my own way and became a trans female feminist. Is that cool?
You say you're a what? Oh, say that again.
I'm trans female feminist. That's how far my went.
Go ahead, talk to us, brother.
What's poppin', man? You know what it is. You know who it is.
Curry, talk to us, man. Curry, I seen it here. You posted. You said you wanted a. You said I want a family. I believe you posted. What's going on, Curry? We gotta call you to the carpet. What's going on?
Hey, nah, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was monk mode for
months, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I had to hit the pump and dump, right?
Right.
You know. But most folks don't last forever, bro. If you are biologically hardwired. Like, Derek, you got kids, so like you kind of don't got that urge no more. But niggas, what these bitches don't get is that, man, we not. All niggas are not just want to pump and dump. Nigga, we want kids and family and shit.
It's true.
Like, these niggas be lying talking about they don't ever, bro. You gonna want kids, you gonna want family. If you out here working hard, bro, you gonna see other kids. Like, I'm not saying niggas should be weak, but you know, every man is different. Some men don't want kids, you know. Some men do want kids. You know, these bitches act like niggas don't want kids. We just don't want kids with these bitches, you know. So when I think about it, I'm like, shit, I'm on, bro. I'm gonna just move overseas, man. You know, and I'm saying that's gonna protect me, but you know, niggas do want a family, bro. I want a family. I want kids and shit. You know, it'd be nice to have a chick, you know, by my side, but these American bitches not gonna get it though. They ain't working.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I support men who want to do certain things, but I always tell men, you gotta just remember the rules. Remember how things are, and you can make your decision and do what you want in life. You can, always remember. And I tell guys, once you get in that system, once you just have to. When it comes to fucking with a woman or choosing her long term, like me, like I said, I got 2 daughters. I got twin daughters, and I got custody, so I have no issues with, living the life that I live. I can pump and dump till I die, so I don't need any more offspring. I'm living a good life. But a lot of men like yourself and other men in here, they like, man, they want that, that offspring, and it's tough though.
That's the thing. You got everybody in the check form crazy. That's these niggas in the check form crazy. Niggas talking about purple pill. That nigga is a simp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about this red nigga shit. I'm gonna be honest. You know, but I still ain't gonna do no simping, nigga. It's 2 ways to do this, right? You could be a simp. You could be a simp. You can get it. You can not be a simp. It's different ways of doing that shit. You structure your own life. Let's be honest. You allow these hoes to do whatever they want to do to you. If you going like the guy that said, how do I know if my girlfriend's cheating? Nigga, come on, bruh. Come on. A lot of dudes is allowing these chicks to motherfucking run over. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gotta put your foot down. But it's hard though, because man, these bitches, especially now, it's spring and summer, these bitches out here, man, oh my God, it's ass everywhere. It seems like every year it gets worse. There's more bitches out here with more ass.
The thing about it is, the reason I have more ass is because they eat so damn much food. They eat so much, and they're so slutty. Like, the thing about it is, it's not about men getting laid. It's not about men having sex. It's about the mind games that men have to endure, and a lot of men want that family and those kids. Damn near every man wants it, but it's all about the system. And could that woman fuck him? Could that woman take his kids? Could that woman take his money? That's the key that's keeping men from crossing that threshold with dealing with women.
And honestly, Derek, it's gotten to the point for me now, like, a lot of dudes, of course, they hardcore red pill. They don't believe in having a family and getting married and all that shit. Okay, that's your vibe. But at this point in the man's said, if you've been, I'm subscribed to a couple of different channels. I listen to all different types of content. Like, I listen to the straightforward shit, to like the in-depth, like, analytical stat shit. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, I mean, Derek, I'm pretty sure you can tell by looking at a chick if she would put you on child support. You can almost read her.
Yeah, you can. You can. Like, my kid's mom at Pog. I could. No, you know what? I can't. I'll take it back. Like, my kid's mom. Well, a lot of women, you don't think. Okay, here's the thing. These are the type of women that put you on child support.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you go for a minute. You said I don't believe in getting married or having a family. Here's the thing.
You never know though. Like, white bitches put guys on child support. Black bitches, black women definitely gonna throw you on there. It almost seems like the lower her income, or the more up she's gonna put you on child support. If she doesn't come from a traditional background, I'm talking about like the man ran the household, her father ran out. she's more apt to put you on child support. But every woman, okay, if it's free money, and when you think a woman is gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna do that. I'll let you, we'll just she 9 times out of 10, she gonna throw your ass on child support. That's just how it is, man. That's free money from a bitch. You think she gonna decline free money?
No, yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's really, like honestly, like, all right, Derek, you still deal with this, but you're smart about it though, right?
Uh-huh.
Y'all not gonna clown Derek for being smart about dealing with chicks. It's the same thing. If you want kids, you want family. Nigga, that don't mean I want it right now. Nigga, I'm 27. I gotta have a family when I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is like, it's all how you let these chicks deal with you. And I was gonna say on that topic that what was you saying? We're necessarily not implying that chicks don't want to be with the good guys. Like, we good guys, right? We got jobs. We responsible with our money. All our bills is we focus on our bills and shit. We're not necessarily mad that the chicks aren't choosing us. It's just the fact that they're not attracted to that. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't attracted to responsibility and shit. So, for you guys that, when I figured out, like, where I'm at, I'm like, okay, I know I'm a good guy. But if you want to fuck with these bitches, you're going to have to appeal to their nature, which means you're going to have to work on, being sexually attractive, Let's be honest. Barry, you must out. You hit the lottery. But, guys, we can't cry that, like, they not choosing us because we good guys. These bitches don't care about that. They attracted to, physical.
Well, here's the thing, brother Curry. And I talked about a threshold. Like, and I'm telling you guys, recognize this. If you're a good guy, as far as the attractiveness goes, the woman you can attain, she's most likely capped off at a 7 out of 10. Guys, y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of guys in here. She's most likely capped off at a 6 or 7 out of 10 as far as looks. And if you're a good man, and that's why I noticed, but you have to have a certain edge of. Now, you don't got to be a shitty guy, but I'm saying you have to have a certain edge, a certain masculinity about yourself, energy to reach above a 7. And I noticed that myself when fucking with bitches and dealing with these sluts, man. You at the Chinese restaurant?
Huh?
You at the Chinese restaurant?
Oh, no. I'm at Popeye. I'm doing Uber right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm at Popeye. I just picked up a little order that's going across town. But yeah, no, I mean, like, it gets to that point where that's why I'm at with this shit. I'm like, bro, like, nigga, I'm not gonna.
Curry, who are you? Okay, right now, who are you talking to right now? Any women you're talking to or dealing with? Be honest.
Okay. I'm gonna take my shit overseas, man. That's my plan.
Oh, that's your plan?
I'm going back overseas, man. I was in the Air Force. Thing that these bitches don't get is that it's women that are dying. I mean, there's a woman right now in some third world country that lives in a village that is dying.
Do you think? Question, Curry. Do you think that
more so a provider, but a man, a good man.
Okay. Do you think? Do you think?
And that's just where I'm at, bro. I'm going overseas.
Curry,
giving up.
do you think that
I think it's a complete waste of time to fuck with these bitches in America. You are really
Curry,
a lot. Even the pump and dump.
Curry,
like, fuck me. You know
Curry,
what I mean? Because like you said, you
Curry,
gonna build that roster, bro.
Curry.
You gonna have to have 30 bitches.
Curry, you are a pillar. Please call back when you're ready to listen. Because I want to ask questions as well, my brother. Curry, call me back. I just want to ask a question. That's it. Call back, Curry. I want to get some questions out because again, This is for the brotherhood and the men that are in here as well. We have to ask questions for them. Go ahead, Kurt.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was saying, do you believe that that going overseas and getting a woman is the right thing to do? Do you think it's necessary and it's worth it?
When you word it like that, it really, like, for me, it sounds bad, though, because it's not like when you word it like that, there's so many loopholes, right? Because, like, it depends on where you go. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on where you go. It also depends on how you interact. Like, all right, if you go to, all right, you know, if you've been to Thailand, if you go to Bangkok and go downtown and search for a woman to marry, that's going to be ridiculous, right?
Right.
Or if you go to any major hotspot overseas and look for a woman, that's going to be ridiculous. Now, if you move overseas and you learn that culture and you know, you get connected with some of the others that live there, you might be able to find something off the beaten path. I've been off the beaten path overseas. You might be able to find something off the beaten path. But even with that, I'm still gonna keep that red. You gotta keep that red pill, understanding that these bitches will still fuck you over. You know, you gotta keep that understanding at the same time. But if that's really what you want, that's pretty much where we're at. You most likely you have the odds are against you in finding that in America. You know, you get so many guys calling in that are crying, that are hurt. I mean, men, you know, we really want relationships. Men are the ones that want relationships and kids. Women always try to promote that shit, but they lying, bro.
No,
Lying.
men don't want relationship and kids. What men want is some vagina. Let's be honest. Men, this is what men want. Men want some consistent pussy and blowjob. That's it. Like, men don't want like relationships. Women want relationships and kids. Men want consistent blowjobs and pussy. That's it. I mean, let's keep it. That's why we have multiple plates that we're spending, because we want a bitch to come through at least once a week. Shit. I mean, I don't want, me personally, I've never wanted a relationship. What I wanted was the vagina. Like, I wanted a blowjob, like, you know, and that's what men want, you know?
I mean, that's it. That's all. I mean, you know, you say you have more questions. I mean, that's just where I'm at, bro. It's not that I've given up on the red pill. I still, it's got to evolve for you at some point, guys. That's what I'm saying. It has to evolve for you at some point. Like, hey, okay, I sat there thinking, I went a month and I hated bitches, and then I went through the red pill rage, and then said, oh, I ain't fucking with these bitches, I'm gonna save my money, you know. But honestly, it will eat at you. You know, it will eat at you. Muckmo, I salute all my Muckmo brothers. Don't do that shit. That shit is tough, bro. Trust me, it's tough. That shit is tough. I know how it is.
Hey, Michael Bisser said it got to you. It got to you. Then over time, it got to you, man. What was the straw that broke the camel's back? So was it you don't have any offspring. So was it the offspring that you wanted, or just the long-term companionship? What was the straw that broke the camel's back for you? They said you're struggling.
I ain't struggling. No, I ain't struggling.
This is
the thing that changed my thinking on. Okay, it didn't necessarily change it didn't necessarily change what I know about females. I still know these bitches ain't shit, and you know, majority wise, feminism is global. Yeah, it floats. I forgot who said that. Somebody said it floats. But you know, really, what kind of like made me want to evolve is you know, like you said, it's not necessarily wanting kids, but having that option. You know what I mean? Having that option. Yeah, you can go surrogate and all that shit. You know, you can do that. Definitely. You know, you can get a surrogate.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Curry, here's the thing. You made it. Okay, here's the thing. Curry. Here's the thing. You've made. We understand. You made up your mind now, and I'm glad you called because a lot of guys here had to have that mindset. But my question to you is, and to all the men in here who have the mindset of Curry, which is totally fine. My question to you is, are you able? Okay, are you able to potentially pay child support? Because a lot of times that's what's going to happen with a woman. Potentially, are you able to pay that? That's what you think about. I love kids. Honestly, I want more kids. But I mean, I want to, but I'm not going to get in that situation yet. So that's why I ask guys. Yes, you have those feelings. You want to replicate your genes and procreate, but the question needs to happen. The question that needs to be asked is, are you capable of paying child support? Because there's a high chance that woman will. Because again, you're not. Do you want to get married, Eric Curry?
I'm not. Like I said, even if it was to happen, it wouldn't be in America. It'd be overseas.
Okay, let's say. Well, a lot of countries still have alimony and all that shit. You can't just move to Antarctica. You can't move. You can't move to Antarctica with a bitch and be like and live in an igloo and be like, okay, we married. No, that's majority of countries have alimony and have child support. The vast majority of countries. So the question needs to be asked is, if a man does not want to get married, and he wants to go, let's say he goes to fucking Australia or Thailand or some shit. I don't know. There's still child support over there, most likely.
I'll go to Australia. I used to work the Australian embassy. Them bitches worse than
the thing about it is, are you or any man capable of paying child support potentially? Because there's a lot of times it's going to happen. That's what needs to be asked. Every man wants to replicate their dreams.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't got it in me. Pay no child support, bro. But that's a tough decision. Damn, bro. It's crazy that you have to think about that as a man now. You really gotta weigh that into the equation. You could be the best dude. You could be the best dude. You could have a good chick and go overseas, get one of these real submissive, feminine chicks that know they place. But at the end of the day, you still gotta weigh that risk, and you're definitely right though. That's something that you pretty much gotta roll the dice almost, But is it it's all a risk, It's still a risk at the end of the day, So that's my answer to that. I think it still is a risk, It's just making a. If that's really what you want, if you really still want a family, because most guys, they're going, bruh, a lot of guys be lying, bruh. They want family. They want.
Okay, Curry. Let's just stick to you, Curry. Curry. Let's just stick to you, my brother. Because let's just stick to me and you and what you want, okay? Let's not bring a lot of guys in. So you want to replicate your genes and go to another country and do all that potentially. Do you think that just going to another country just to have that, do you think that's worth it in the long run?
I don't know. That's a hard question to answer right now. But what other option are you given? What other option do men who want a family? There's a lot of good benefits to having a family. You know what I'm saying?
What benefits is it for a man having a family? Go ahead.
I'm not. I mean, personally, it would depend. I can't speak generally. I can't speak generally. But it's a lot of person. I can't speak generally because it wouldn't be.
Okay, what benefit?
What's good for one person won't be good for everybody.
Okay, what's good with what benefits would you, me and you, Curry? What benefits would you have if you had a family? What would be your benefit?
I would say one, having a feminine woman. Regardless of the global feminism. Having a feminine woman is definitely something that's good. There's benefits to having kids without child support. I'm sure you love your kids. I think having kids, having that connection, knowing, you know, the blessing of having your kids. You know, you have custody. Just knowing, you know, those are your kids. You know, there was no paternity fraud and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to get a surrogate and all that shit. You know, just straight up your kids. You know, I think, you know, that would be definitely.
So just children, pretty much.
Two of the benefits. Yeah, I mean, having a real feminine, submissive woman, one, and you know, having your own kids, you know, but there's still risk. There's still risk. But I think your risks are definitely multiplied.
What risk does she face? Does the woman face?
What do you mean?
If you got with, let's say you married a woman, and wherever you married a chick, or you got with a woman, they had kids. What risks? Okay, how about this? Let's start out with benefits. What benefits would she get? Let's say you married Sophia.
Oh yeah.
Let's say what benefits would she get?
She get a laundry list of benefits actually. You know, especially if I went overseas, which is kind of like tips the scale. You know, because the scale right now in America is tilted towards women. You know what I mean? Like women are you know, men are lighter on the scale, you know, but if you go overseas, the scale tilts your way, you know, so you bring a lot more to the table, you know, but, you know, the female in that event, she would get a lot of benefits. Now, how do you know she's taking advantage of it? You'll never know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is it is a calculated risk at the same time, but at the least, like, I mean, anywhere you go, you're gonna have to do. If you want a relationship or a family, anywhere you go, you're gonna have to be a provider at the end of the day, right? I mean, you're still a provider, Darius. You know, even though you're not in a relationship, but you still have to provide for your kids, right? You know, so I think anywhere you go, you're gonna have to. The woman is always going to get the most benefits, but I think the way that can be offset is if you actually are getting a feminine, submissive woman who is less likely to take you to court, even though they can, you know.
Listen, she can.
Likely.
That's the thing. I don't understand what you're saying. It's the fact of the matter. And granted, all you guys do whatever the hell, guys. I have my life. Okay, I have my life. I have my children. I mean, I walk them to school every day. I pick them up. I mean, I don't pay child support. I have customers, so I don't need. So I would have a great, amazing situation that every man should want. But the fact of the matter is, the majority of men, you guys don't like Curry, and they want that. Well, not necessarily what I have, but they want that. It sounds like you want a wife, Curry, and you want a family. Curry, do you get lonely? Do you get lonely at night? Okay, Curry, is it more of the sex and the consistent pussy? Okay, let me rephrase the question. Is it more of the sex and consistent pussy and cooperation you want, or is it the kids and wife? Which one is it?
I would say, you know, in my current mind state, I mean, if you out here as a single guy, you know, you're dealing with these chicks, you pumping and dumping. There's a lot of risk involved with that. That's what I'll say first. There's a lot of risk and consistently pumping and dumping. Like, okay, yeah, you can get away with it, you know, but there's a lot of headaches with that, man. You know, you were in the military, I was in the military. We got good jobs, we got nice cars. We're select, we're quote unquote select, or you know, we're top notch guys, right? You know, do you want to pump and dump forever?
Here's
you know, a lot
Curry.
of guys in here, they'll LOL and say, you know, I'm gonna finish. But a lot of guys in here that say, I'll pump it up forever. But for me, answering your question, I'll say it's more for me. God damn this. Hello?
Yeah, you're on. So what I was saying, I'll rephrase it. No, it's all right. Because you gotta understand, when you call like this, we're not just talking to me and you. We're not just talking to you, Curry. It's a lot of other men, probably over half of the men in here, who have the thoughts and mind frame that you have. So shout out to Jeremy
Yeah,
Green.
and I
Great to
said,
see you.
and I said,
So
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
so here's the thing.
I know you.
So Curry,
you
here's
kind of sensitive, bro.
the thing, Curry. So again, is it the fact that you want consistent pussy? A woman who's just consistent and submissive. Is it that factor that you're having issues with, or is the factor that you want just a wife and kids? Which one is it? Because I'm telling you, once you have a consistent some consistent pussy, consistent blowjobs, and a woman that's that's just, that comes through, that's not flaky, all the shit that you talk that might be going through your head about the kids and wife, that shit will be alleviated. Trust me. It will, because I think maybe that the issue might be, and with a lot of men, not just with you, that men want let me say this. Men don't want to get married. We get married because we want to keep the pussy around and replicate our genes. That's just it. There's no other two ways about it. We don't have a woman paying for our shit. We don't have a I think it's I think, because trust me, Kurt, if you ever let's say you get with a woman tomorrow, she's consistent, she with sex, she comes through, she's not flaky, you don't have to deal with other bullshit, and she just, she's consistent, she shows up you ain't thinking about getting married. You say, okay, fuck it, I got this good situation going on. But I believe that that's not necessarily happening for you and a lot of men. So what's happening is, I believe you just want to go to the overseas route and say, you know what, let me get a bitch over here that's if I marry her, she's gonna, or I'm gonna have kids by her, she's gonna be there constantly. That's why I think you're maybe conflicting the two. Maybe.
I'll be honest. One, initially going overseas, I'm definitely not planning on just like getting off the plane and finding a chick to have kids with. Initially, probably for the first couple of years, I was gonna have fun. You know about the overseas fun. But 1 second. How you doing, Pam? All right, thank you. Y'all have a good night, all right? Yeah, so I would say like more so going overseas, but as far as having consistent pussy is not gonna be an issue going overseas. Now, is that an issue here? Not really. You can definitely get pussy, but you can't get it from one woman, right?
What do you wait? You said you can get pussy, but you can't get it from one woman over here. You mean?
No, I'm saying you can get consistent pussy, but at some point, you know how this goes, bruh. Like if you've been pumping it up, you can. I mean, the maximum amount you're gonna be able to hit a chick before she wanna hit your wallet is probably 3 times.
No.
Get a good 3 smash.
No, Curry. No, I'm telling you from experience
Really?
right now, Curry. It's May 6th. I'm telling you, no. It's not 3 times.
Okay.
I'm being honest, but that's a whole nother level of mentality in the game that's it's a whole nother. But I understand where you're at, and like I said, I believe if you had a because it's tough to get a lot of consistent vagina, a consistent woman that comes through every time, that doesn't flake, and I'm not talking about for a month or 2 months. I'm talking about for long term. That's kind of difficult for a man in America to get. It happens, but I believe that what you want Curry. What you want. Let me finish. What you want is that you want a consistent bitch. You want a bitch not flaky. Because I remember the calls you had and what you talk about that in the comments that you make in here. Women are flaky. They be on bullshit X Y Z. And you want to go overseas to get that woman and have kids and think that will be alleviated. But a lot of times sometimes you are. Maybe you could go overseas and get fucked. And trust me, Japanese jail or whatever is not a fun place to be. It's like luxury over here in America. So
it's a lot of traps overseas. It's a lot of traps. But I'll say this on part of that. I mean, you see the growing trend. This is a growing trend. It's not something that I just that you kind of just think up. It's definitely a viable option. It's a viable option. Now, is it like, do you want to? What the fuck? Bro, I hate buses. Me driving in the bus to stop. You know what I'm saying? That shit. But there's definitely other options, bro. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like what? So for guys that are not monk mode, guys that were monk mode and kind of grew out of it, or guys who still want to maybe have the same one. Because I mean, honestly, you can get pussy. You can get pussy,
but you want that woman who's consistent with the vagina that's coming through. That's what you want, right?
Exactly. Exactly. That also understands her role. It's not gonna grow fat or become a feminist or you don't necessarily have to get married though. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to get married when you go overseas. But that's exactly what guys want. Guys want consistent pussy without the chance of being taken to the courts, without the bitch getting fat in 6 months. Because these bitches are hitting the wall quicker now. So guys do want consistent pussy. I can get pussy, but it's tiring, bro. It's tiring, bro, to be on Tinder and be on all that dumb shit. It's tiring, bro.
Right, but you can't get anything. But you have issues with getting something consistent.
No. I mean, a lot of us, I don't want nothing consistent from one female. But if you want to do that, you can. There's just a time limit on it.
Okay.
You agree with that? There is a time limit when you're dealing with one chick. You can say like.
One woman is never yours. She's just your turn. That's just how it is. One woman is no woman. I can have 30 women right now. They can all dip off and leave. So, but the fact of the matter is, maybe you're probably conflicted. A lot of guys have the mindset that you have. You want something consistent or long term. Me, I've made my peace. I've said my piece. Hey, I mean, if whatever floats your boat.
All right. This is the question. I got a question for you, Derek.
Go ahead.
So, all right. So you done with relationships, right? So once you get, all right. So I'm saying, once you get to the point where, like, we all get to the point where, look, your shit's not gonna work, right? Like, you're gonna hit the shit's not gonna work, right? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need some Viagra or something.
What's not gonna work? Curry, what's not gonna work? What do you mean? What's not gonna work? You're gonna when you get to older age, right? Okay.
How you plan on pumping and dumping forever? That's what I'm saying.
Well, there's always other things there's always other things that I'm doing in life. Pumping it up is not on my mind 24/7. You understand what I'm saying? I have a busy life of doing things. So, if I get older,
but when you want to deal with a chick, you know you're gonna have to pump and dump.
Wait, say that again.
I mean, when you get that urge to deal with a chick, you know that you're gonna have to pump and dump. Like you don't want to keep a chick here. At least here in America, you don't want to keep a chick too long term. You know what I mean? Depends on what long term is to you. But when you have that urge to deal with a chick, you immediately think pump and dump. You know what I mean?
Are you asking me that question? Are you asking me that question, Curry?
Yeah, like you say it's getting tiring. Like, at what point do you I don't know. Like, I just know pump and dump. It gets tiring, bro. Like you said, you deal with flaking chicks, you deal with a lot of bullshit.
Here's the thing, and I'm glad you said that. Here's the issue that you're having, Curry. Okay, here's the issue that you're having. Matter of fact, let's bring up Dan Bilzerian. If y'all don't know what Dan Bilzerian is, he takes pictures. He's on Instagram. He has all these bitches, right? Yeah, all these women. He's fucking around with all these bitches. Go look up Dan Bilzerian. Type in Dan. He has a beard and all that, right? He's not gonna get married. He has no need to get married because he has consistent bitches and consistent women around. There's no need for him to do that. So the issue I believe you're having, I know you're having, is women maybe in your area, in your city, in your town, in your proximity, they are not consistent in coming through consistently, and they're flaky on you and all this other shit. So it's not that you want a relationship, you just want a consistent vagina, a consistent butthole, a consistent mouth, and you're not getting that, so you believe that probably should go overseas to get that. And that's where you're at, because I'm telling you, if you had consistent, if you had,
I'll agree with that.
if you had right, if you
I'll
had
agree with
consistent,
that.
if you had consistent, one woman, two, three around, that wouldn't going overseas wouldn't even. I mean, it's an option, but the frustration in your voice wouldn't be there. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's going on. You swiping left, you swiping right, and you fuck a bitch maybe two, three times, and then she gone, and you're like, damn, man, I need some consistent shit. And then you back on swiping left, and you back to. The issue is you're not having that consistent vagina coming through. It's not that you want a relationship. You don't give a fuck about. Trust me, Kurt. Trust me. You don't.
Yeah. No, I never
You
said
know.
relationship. I never said relationship. But one day, kids and that a family will be good. One day after, but eventually, but speaking overseas, like okay, it's easier to get consistent pussy overseas, right? So that's also an option. You know what I'm saying? But you're definitely right though. Here, it's not difficult to keep consistent pussy. But more so, it all depends on who you are. If you're a Pookie or Ray Ray, you can keep a bitch for 15, 20 years easy. But if you're any guy with potential, you got you got things going for yourself. It's not difficult to keep consistent pussy, but they're gonna want you to sell at some point. I'm not gonna sell, but at the end of the day, that's the reason why I'm like, okay, I'm going overseas, but I already got plans to go overseas.
You think? Okay, you think?
But I'm not gonna sell. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sell like that. You know what I'm saying?
So you think? So question, Curry. So you think when you go overseas that you're just gonna get a woman and not have to break any bread on her? She's not gonna want your money. She's not gonna. If anything, she don't got shit. She don't got nothing. Trust me. Go to the Philippines. You bitches don't got nothing. They sing to you for money. Trust me. That's what they do. So
I already know. I know.
So if you think that you're gonna go overseas and not break any bread or simp or give them money, that they're gonna want that overseas. You understand what I'm saying? So trust me. And you've been over there. You've seen. It's not like you know. So and plus the women overseas look much better. So a lot of times you're quicker to break out your wallet.
It's a trade. That's what I'm saying. It's a trade-off thing for me. Because at this point, like you're saying, like one, feminism is everywhere. You have the risk of being taken to child support everywhere, right? But you might have to do some simping overseas, but $50 here ain't the same overseas. You get what I'm saying? Like $50 here ain't the amount of work and time that you put in to earn your money, and the amount of money that these bitches want you to spend over here, it ain't worth it. Now, when you take that ratio overseas, you can kind of like, I'm not saying something is okay, but it's definitely a different playing field. You get what I'm saying as far as simping. Now I believe you're right though. When I go overseas, bitches is going to still have that same attitude. It's just a different level, and it's all about what you're getting as a man, That's what I think. At the end of the day, it's about what you're getting as a man, you know what I'm saying? And when you get to that point, a couple of other content creators say, if you guys, if you still want a family, you want kids. Curry.
Who are you?
You're rolling the dice.
Curry. Who else do
you
you?
Have to roll the dice.
Curry. Who else do you listen to besides me? Who?
I listen to a couple of guys. I ain't gonna give them no clout though.
Who has persuaded you to think this way at this point now?
No, nobody's persuaded me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's persuaded me.
Okay. Well, okay. The issue you have going on right now, Curry, and I know the feeling because I was thinking like that in my mind frame. I know.
I'm tired, bro.
Listen.
Tired.
So what are you tired of specifically? What are you tired of?
The bullshit. It's a lot of game shit, bro.
So what it is just a lot of games. It's not about the key.
it's a sad situation because it's getting worse every day, bro. Like today, I sat, like, a lot of you guys don't know, a lot of these single mothers, man, they at hotels, with their whole family. I was on Uber Eats. I went to this hotel. I was outside this hotel. I saw at least 10 single mothers with like 4 kids running into this hotel, man. It's a sad situation, bro. It's a sad situation, man, for good guys, you know, who have potential to have family. A lot of the guys that, you know,
Okay, Curry.
They got fucked over. You know what I'm saying?
Curry, let me ask this. Let's just ask a question because you kind of dripping off. Now, do you want a wife, a family, or do you want consistent pussy from one woman, cooperation, and no flaking things going away? Which one do you want?
That's a very good question because with one of those, you get both of those with one of those, right? You get married, most likely you're gonna have kids and consistent pussy for a minute, unless, you know, depending on if when she leaves. It's a time limit. Well, that's a good question.
Shout out to Mickey FC.
Like I said, bro, getting pussy is not the problem, bro. But like you said, it is true though. Getting consistent pussy from the same chick and not having to create a fantasy league roster of bitches, just so you can kind of be safe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a tough question, bro. Everybody, I mean, a lot of guys, you know.
Here's the thing. What it is, Curry. Somebody said Curry donated to the church, man. What it is Curry. I can tell you what it is because I had the same thing going on in my head. Like, fuck, I ain't getting, you know. I was at a point where bitches was flaking off. This was like, I was like, man, I built my roster like 4. I remember one time I had 4 women for the week. All 4 of them flaked. I was like, man, I'm going overseas, man. Fuck this shit. And the fact of the matter is that what a frustration the everyday man comes into play at is flaking, ghosting shit, bitch not coming through, and not, you know, cooperation and consistent blowjobs and pussy. That's what it is. Because if you had that, you wouldn't think about, you know, necessarily going overseas or getting married or any of that.
I would. You're right. You know what, Derek?
Okay.
You're right.
So that's what it is. So Curry. So what needs to happen before we continue with the lecture? That's what it is. You just, if you have one bitch that came through, let's say you had a bitch that had a fat ass, flat stomach, and everything. Let's say she was a 9 out of 10. She came through. She was consistent. She sucked your dick, fuck your dick, and she was just you know, submissive and all this other mumbo jumbo. And she was just, you know, she didn't flake off. She wasn't on no wishy-washy games. Guess what? You wouldn't think about getting married to go overseas. Thank you for calling, Curry. We love you. We appreciate you, man.
Hey, Darius.
Yes.
Hey, you right, bro. You know, but that's the situation. That's where we at. That's in America, man. You know, it's over with. It's over with here, pretty much. Unless you want, you know, be on Tinder, be on Plenty of Fish with trash women. I mean, a lot of these women are trash in America.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what a lot of.
This is where I'm at, bro.
Okay, here's the thing before we because we got callers blowing up. What's going on is you have to have a certain template when you deal with bitches. Okay, let's say you deal with a woman and you say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I expect. You show up, you do this, you consistent, yada yada yada. And if you do not show up, if you do not come through one time, I'm done with you. So she already knows that I can't pull that same bullshit on Curry or I use myself on Darius. So if I don't show up, then guess what? He's not going to talk to me anymore. So you have to set that. That's one of the things you have to set with women. You have to really set the ground work and everything. But thanks for calling, Curry. We appreciate you, man.
Hey, Darius.
Yes, Curry.
I'm not simping, bro. I'm reading the chat. I'm not simping. Is it wrong? Am I wrong?
Curry, no,
Am
you're entitled to your opinion, my brother. We gotta take more calls though. It's been 35 minutes. We talking online. We gotta take more calls. The lines are blowing up. Thanks for calling, Curry. Go ahead, talk to us. Where you from?
Hey, what's up? I'm Drew, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
How's it going, Drew?
Pretty good. I just called to make a statement. So I used to be 300. I lost 140 pounds. And basically my main observation, having lost the weight and getting the girls I've always wanted to get and having the social life.
1 second. Hey, 1 second. 1 second. I fell out of the sky. He said I fell. He said, don't you gotta build a connection? See, that's what I don't want to say you idiots. That's what these idiots have been teaching you. You have to build a connection. There's no such thing as a connection. Women say, oh, I don't feel a connection to guys that she doesn't like. There's no connection. There's no such thing as a connection. You don't have to build a connection before you can task her to shit. No, when you meet the bitch, you say, listen, this is what I expect. This is what I like. If you flake out, you set the ground rules. See, a lot of you guys have been simped the fuck out. You've been cucked out. I've been there, but a lot of times the blue pill mind frame is just running off through this chat. It's through all of us, and we have to reprogram our mind. I'm a lecture now. Sorry for hanging up a previous caller. Forgive me. But there's no connection, only attraction. Ralph E knows. I mean, come on. There's no connection. Guys, make sure y'all support the stream. Hey, donate to the church, man. We need your support. Hey, yes, sidetrack. This live stream this entire live stream will be on Patreon. Guys, fuck, I'm just gonna lecture for the rest of the stream. That was a long ass call. I will be live day after tomorrow. So yes, my brothers. And I will be live Wednesday and Thursday, and we drop a video Friday because I did take off. So we busy through the whole week. We are busy. You have to understand that there's no guys, the reason why, and I heard somebody say this before, and Curry, I hope you're still listening. The reason why men get married is because they can't get vagina on tap. So they rationalize in their head that, okay, if I get married, then that will always be my pussy. I own her. But in fact of the matter, you don't own shit. Son, you just cannot get pussy on top. You can't. A lot of men don't have the wherewithal to have a woman over consistently. So you know what he says? He says, you know what, fuck this. I'm just going to get married so I can have a woman next to me by my side. Also, another reason why a man wants to get married and settle down is because his life is not fulfilling. He doesn't have much on his in his life. He doesn't have shit going on. Me, I have a YouTube channel. I got so much going on. So me having a long-term relationship, that's out of the question. Do y'all know if I had a bitch living with me, she'd be like, she wouldn't be able to live with me. That wouldn't be able to happen. A lot of men, the reason why they want to settle down and get married, is because they don't have much of a purpose in life. You understand what I'm saying? You have too much time on your hands. Nobody's saying, Curry, that was a long call. Nobody's saying that how should I say this? That you can't have a woman around. But when you decide to, okay, you know what? I'm not having a woman come through, or she's not consistent, or I'm not having any luck. When you have that mind frame, or when that's not happening for you, you say, you know what? I'm tapping out. I'm waving a red flag. I'm just going to get married and settle down. Then she take your resources and money away and do all that shit. But if you have a cultivating life, if you have a lot of things going on in your life, and you're doing, and your life is exciting, you're not even thinking about settling down because she's gonna put a wedge into my program, into my lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? And again, every man, and I always give when guys email, I give them advice on the women that they're with, the girlfriends that they have, and all this shit. I give advice about all that. If you want to go among the things you can do, after you've taken the rep, I give advice about every area in life where a man is dealing with. You go overseas, Curry, they might capture you and behead you. But no, Curry, I understand what you're saying. Your frustration, my brother. You having frustration, Curry, because it's not consistent. And a lot of the times, the reason, Curry, you probably want to sign up for a one-on-one session with me, okay? Curry, nobody's shaming you. I'm trying to get you to understand, Curry. You probably should, Curry, it'd be best if you sign up for a one-on-one session with me so I can talk to you and get more in depth. I want to help you. Trust me. And I can help you. Desmond Shar, shut the fuck up before I get rid of you. You have to ask the Muslim are correct. They drug and imprisoned a white foreigner in North Korea. You need to grip the chicks in the States first. Go to Japan and Thailand, dude. Singleness is a gift from God. Forgive me, Ralphie. I'm just talking. I'm all this type of shit going. Shout out to, first of all, Mike from Benson Nurse. Great to see you. Brother Curry has backslid and fallen to the dark side, but we have to support him once he returns. It's mentally draining for some, but stay the course. It is. It is. It is mentally draining a lot of times. But what I'm trying to get you guys to seek here and understand is get your mind right first before you even want to seek some companionship. And you need to learn how to be alone first and not crack under pressure and be like, fuck, man. If you're sitting at home and you're like, man, bro, I think I want to get in a relationship or whatever, then that means you don't have a lot going on in your life. So when, let's say a time comes when you say, you know what, I'm ready for some companionship. Then okay, fine, you have some. But that shouldn't be the end all be all. Like you shouldn't have this mind frame of I'm gonna get old one day and what am I gonna listen, I work with geriatric people. I'm in the medical field, so guess what? I see old people. Guess who I don't see? Their wives. They 50 years old, 60, 70, 80 years old. I do not see their wives. I see a picture of their wife on a TV stand or banister. I don't see their wives at all. You should focus on overall success and growing your life. I'm just being honest. Because I used to think in my head, when I was running a relationship, like I had my 9-to-5 job, but what I was seeking, and I didn't have nothing else really going outside. Like I played in a men's basketball league. I didn't really have too much going on. I didn't fill my life up with a lot of shit. So I had a lot of idle time, and then I was seeking relationships, like long-term companionship. That's not a bad thing. I mean, if you want to do that, but a lot of times you seek companionship and relationships from women, 99% of the time, she's going to run away because she's like, damn, this guy, and I said it in the previous video that I dropped Friday, a few days ago. She got to realize that, damn, this guy doesn't have much going on in his life. Why is he pressuring me to be with him long term? They will get that vibe from you instead of, you smashing them, hanging out, and just going on in life and worrying about what you got going on in life. Women will sense that, damn, this guy wants companionship. He wants me that bad. Then she gonna run the fuck away like. I'm just being honest, man. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm keeping it 100. And honestly, guys, a woman. Thank you, Mr. Michael Bensonhurst. Also, brother Ralphie, thank you for showing your support. We haven't had many people support this on this evening. I was gone Sunday. I came back. Phone bill donation for Curry's son. Shout out to Ralphie. Thank you for contributing. But guess what? We still going. Women are a waste of time. Darius, let me call. I challenge you. All right, boss Fetty HBM. What's the first 3 digits of your number? What's the first 3 digits of your number? Mr. Boss Fetty HBM. Like your area code. Because that's what I want to pick up. We got like eight people calling. Come on, man, let's go. A challenger approaches. I don't know what guys want to challenge me about. It's not like a challenge or nothing like that. I don't like a debate or like, what are you going to debate me about? Curry, are you in here are you upset or are you here to Curry, here's the thing. There's no reason to debate and do all that stuff like that. That makes no sense. If you want to go overseas, just go. Sounds like you're trying to get approval from us or from myself, and whatnot. Just go overseas or go wherever you want to go, Curry. But just know the pros and cons. Stick to the brotherhood. We're not bashing you. We're not clown. I mean, some guys might be in here, might be, but you got to do what you want to do in life. You understand? You can do what you want to do. Nobody's clowning you and none of that crap. But it sounds like you're trying to maybe seek approval from us to see if it's to see if it's okay. Curry, just go overseas and do that. You don't need to continue to talk about it. Don't be a pushover, guys. Stand on your principles. I got a great video tomorrow that you guys are gonna enjoy, brother Ronnie, and that's why I'm dropping videos. Thank you, Mr. Thought Slayer and Ronnie, for showing your support. Videos on how to, because a lot of times when it comes to American women, it's about standing your ground and not tolerating shit. That's what it's about 9 times out of 10. Okay, the reason why a lot of issues arise when you're dealing with women is because you refuse to have standards or check a bitch at the door. So then it snowballs and it gets worse and worse and worse. But when you're able to check a bitch right away, what happens is she'll get in line or she'll say, okay, I'm out of here. Either way, you good to go. Don't matter. That's what a lot, when I really look back on the women I've dealt with, relationships I've been in, or the emails I get and the men I talk to and have one-on-one sessions with, and I talk about, I get to the root of the issue. Curry, I'm getting ready to get rid of you because you're getting out of hand right now. Seriously, it's kind of getting annoying. And you can become a patron if you would like. If you haven't looked at my videos, I give you solutions, son. Whether you've been pillar and hero and for a year, 6-10 months. If you want to go overseas, go overseas. You don't have to keep badgering and whatever. I gave you over 30 minutes of live phone call, and you talk more than me. Son, nobody's bashing you. I give solutions. Check out my many of my videos that I've been dropping. I even gave you solutions yourself. And I said, if you want to go more in depth, Curry, email me. We can set up a one-on-one session. That's no big deal. because I can see where the issues you're having. You're choosing and dealing with low quality women who are coming through consistently and not on your program. But I can tell you and teach you how that can work out for you, Curry. Instead of getting upset in here because whatever reason. Trust me, going overseas, if you've been over there, that's not going to do much for you. So when I do videos, which I got a good one for you guys tomorrow, you guys are going to enjoy. Every man can use it. Trust me. You guys are going to enjoy tomorrow's video. I give solutions to my content. If you haven't watched it, then that's on you. No, he didn't donate. No big deal. Shout out to TJ McAvoy Jensen. Is there a difference between assertive and a nice guy? Yes. See, the assertive guy, here's the thing. What I notice about being a nice guy and all that shit like that. What happens with the nice guy is he tries to accommodate the woman far too often. Thank you, TJ McAvoy Jensen. He tries to make her feel good. And when you do that to a woman, you toss out your happiness. So let's say you want to go a certain place and she says, I don't want to go here. You know what you do? The nice guy will do, he'll say, okay, we'll go where you want to go. We'll just do what you want to do. Instead of saying, no, we going here, I chose this, we ain't switching plans. That's where a lot of issues arise with men dealing with women. It's just they're afraid to tell a bitch, shut the fuck up, we're doing this. Because they want to make women so happy. That's what assertiveness is. Now, you don't have to cuss at the bitch, but that's what assertiveness does. I try to give you guys the assertive guy or the bad boy man's perspective and the nice guy perspective. I give you loads of examples in these live streams, man. Tons. And give you tons. Another thing what a nice guy would do, let's say he invites her over his place and she says, oh, I don't have sex on a first date. Oh, I don't, I don't like being, she just like touching on you, kissing on you, then she tells you we're not having sex. You know what the nice guy would do? He'll just sit there and cuddle with her all night and lay with her, right? He'll just say, okay, no big deal, and give in to her bullshit. But that's a ploy, that's a manipulative tactic. Now, if he just cut that shit off in the beginning and said, okay, the bad boy, what I would do, I would say, one, okay, either you suck my dick, we don't gotta fuck, you sucking my dick, or you gotta go. So what she'll do is she'll say, okay, I say, you know what, you gotta go there and see you later, because you're not gonna manipulate me. The nice guy doesn't mind being manipulated. So when she leaves his house, you know what she'll do? More often than not, she'll text him when she gets downstairs, or she'll text a bad boy or a guy like myself when she gets downstairs in her car and says, okay, can I come up? Or when she'll get to the door, what she'll do is she'll act like she's putting on her shoes. It happened to me multiple times. And then she'll like act like she's putting on her heels, and then she say, you really gotta let me leave? And then guess what she'll do? She'll come right back and sit the fuck down and be on my program. We suck, fuck, do all that shit that night. That's the difference between the nice guy, the assertive guy, the guy that has boundaries and standards, and the nice guy. The nice guy will never have boundaries and standards for himself. He would never. You understand what I'm saying? Is there a difference between the assertive and a nice guy? So I hope that answered you guys your question. Josh, in line to graduate this semester and transfer. Wish me luck. Shout out to Mr. Josh. Good luck with your education, my brother. Expanding and growing his life. Shout out to Mickey FC, Chicago Dog Fun. What's going on? What's going to happen is I'm going to start doing live streams. We have to Taste Chicago coming up. That's always great. The weather is getting warmer downtown, so I'm going to start doing different things, live streams downtown Chicago, so you guys get a glimpse of how it is. Something different instead of sitting in my fucking living room. Okay? Thank you, Mr. Mickey. Mr. Jasmine Charles, see you later. You was in here before. I wasn't able to get to you before. Okay? A lot of the times, guys, it's not even about, when I notice about the nice guy and the assertive guy, what it's really about, what happens is the okay, how do I say this? The reason why, okay, I was dealing with this woman a while back, right? And I remember she telling me, like, you're an asshole. And I was like, and I got kicked out of my place, but the fact of the matter was, it wasn't that I was an asshole, it's that I had standards for what I expected from her and how I expected her to act around me. So it's not that the nice guy or the bad boy is an asshole. It's just a lot of the times he has standards and he expects his chick to do a certain thing and he goes off his program. The nice guy does not go off his program. Like me, I have a certain template of how I interact with a woman. Every single woman, I don't care if she's a 5, she's a 6, she's a 9 or a 10. I have a certain, like literally a certain thing, certain shit I say, certain shit I expect her to do. So if she just deviates from that shit and goes over here and like, I'm not doing, okay, you know what I say, you know what? I've had success doing it my way, this template that I'm trying to set with you. So guess what? You don't want to cooperate? There's the door. You see what I'm saying? What's your name? Talk to us. Where you from?
Hey, what's up, brother? Shout out to the couple from Vegas. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, brother.
Now, that last caller, man, is getting your fucking headache, man. It didn't seem like you just couldn't get through to him. Even Joshua can't get through to him, man. It was like, I don't know, you went for 35 minutes to get time, but your precious time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time, man. That's 35 minutes, man. Curry, that's a lot of time. But go ahead.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, fellas, you don't got to be a thug or a criminal, but you just be yourself, like Joe said earlier. Be yourself, don't be a pushover, don't take no shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, one strike you out. One strike you out. You know, 3 strikes. You know, one time, because that's how much you should value yourself. You value yourself so high that, you know what I'm saying, you go to like a $5 restaurant. You know, which means if I find out restaurants, don't come to my restaurant with McDonald's money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so this is basically by yourself. Don't settle for less, man. You gotta take all that, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, man. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
No. I understand. Like, what you gotta take on that?
Oh, well, that's what I was saying. You know, you basically saying what I was saying. A lot of guys, it's not necessarily a bad guy. It's just you have to be able to say no and walk away. That's the biggest key. Because the nice guy, it's not even 3 strikes. See, the nice guy gives her 3 strikes. There's no strike. There's not even a strike with me. You fuck up one time, that's it. Because I have no fear. The nice guy gives her 3 strikes, 3 pitches. Oh, damn well. Like 3, I heard some guy say give him 3 flakes. No. Because you're conditioning her. Okay, let's say you give her 3 flakes. And then let's say she flaked 1, she flakes again. Then on the 3rd time she flakes, she comes, or 3rd time she, you said to get together, she comes through. That's 3 times she wasted your time. Then she'll do that around the next time. She said, okay, you know what? He's giving me a little leeway in space. So guess what? I can fuck with him again down the road. It's like when I got my daughters, I'm
more comfortable.
Right.
Like she keep a little more comfortable on touching the waters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there was a video you made the other day, man. It was like the best video I've seen of yours. Where it's called how to train a woman to deal with you. And basically, what I took from that is, all you gotta do is say, listen, when you with me, this is how you gotta behave. If you can't be out there with me, you'll go. So when you training her subconsciously, like this guy ain't for no bullshit. Like he will cut me off like in a biblical course. So I must be on my high level, my A game to deal with him. Or else he's gonna fuck with me.
Exactly.
So you train her to think that way, she's gonna automatically behave the way she's supposed to behave.
Exactly. And it's like my daughters, what happens is damn, you might be outside. But what happens is I tell them to do a certain thing, and guess what? If they don't do that certain thing, you know what I do? I get right up. I be like, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I get right up and I turn the damn TV off just like this. Click. And I just go sit down. And they look like, no, Daddy, what happened to the TV? I said, what did I tell y'all to do?
And
Yeah, okay, we'll go do it. Then, and guess what? When they finish that, okay, the TV will go back on. See, that's why and they're just 7 years old. So you have to treat women the same way, whether they be 17, 27, 37. They're just overgrown children with these shitty fucking liberal arts degrees. That's all they are. With a ton of student loan debt and drive a Honda Civic. That's all they are. So you have to be able to cut the shit off and get rid of zero tolerance. And when you're able to do that, that's when she'll be consistent and cooperating and all that other shit like that. Thanks for calling, brother. I appreciate it, man. Love you.
All right, bro. Mr. Alpha Right.
That just women are literally overgrown children. I'm being honest. Somebody say, I'm taller. I'm 6'3". Nice guys allow women to bully them. That's just the fact of the matter. I look like a nice guy, Clorox bleach. I'm not a nice guy. I will take your sister and fuck her in her ass and have her suck the shit off my dick and get rid of that bitch. Does that sound nice to you? I don't think so. Your mother, how about that? I don't give a fuck if she deceased or what. How about the woman you talking to? We should be back. Oh man. See, here's the thing, guys. It's not about again, it's not about you being a criminal, you being a drug dealer or a thug. It's not about that. It's just you having standards for your life, for women that's around you, for people that are around you. Not just for women, guys that are around me, the men that I hang around with. There's certain things I expect from. I just don't expect them to do no fucking fugazi ass, fickle, dumb shit. That I don't hang around men that act like that either. And not just for women, it's in everyday life. And when you have that standard for yourself, not just for women and individuals around you, it will translate to everything else. Because you want solid men around you. No homo. You want some guys that's sturdy, that ain't like overly emotional and all this other crazy shit. Like men that I deal with, I make sure they have fathers in their lives. I'm gonna be honest. That's the type. I'm serious. No homo. I make sure not just with women I deal with, but the men. I say, what you do for Father's Day? And if they have children, I make sure that they're in their children's lives. Why would I want to be around a man who has children, but that's not in his kid's life for whatever reason? You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm in my life, my kid's life. So there's this. It doesn't just stop with women. You see? It says, oh man. We had like the callers growing up. Saw dad shooting his hoops with his daughter. That was a lucky girl. Yeah, of course, man. You become the people you hang around. That's what it's about. So guess what? Any woman that's gonna hang around me, she gonna become me. She had no choice. Excuse me. A woman has no choice but to become me. She gotta be on time. She got to show up. I mean, it's impossible for her. If a woman be consistent, that's why a lot of bitches don't want to be around me long term. Some of them, do, but because guess what? I'm gonna put them through boot camp. I'm gonna put her through boot camp. You are an extension of me, bitch. And you better cooperate. That's number one. If she late, she died. Oh, what you gonna do? Like, oh my god, oh man. See, the issue, you guys have, the biggest issue is because you are afraid that there will be no more vagina left. That's where fear comes into play. Fear of loss. When you scared to lose something, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna start simping. You're gonna start making excuses for her. And once you start making excuses for a woman, it's over with. It's over with. Once you start making excuses for her, it's a wrap. You're gonna lose it. You're not gonna think logically. What you fear, you attract. Shout out to Mr. Mark Cairo. Gorilla Bear Tech, it's been a lot of kind of slick stuff you've been saying lately. I'm watching you. Shout out to Christopher Lane. I figured out how late a bitch would be and just adjust the time. I told her, simple, man, no problems. Oh, Gas Caller Show. Go ahead, man. Talk to us. Where you from?
What's good, man? It's Boss Fetty, man. I'm from Phoenix. What's up, Shot?
I'm doing great, brother. Talk to us, man.
All right, man. I've been listening to you, bro. I've been listening to you for a while, and I agree with a lot of things you got to say, bro. So I appreciate what you're doing, and I know that you passionately want to help people out, bro. So I got a couple of things that I disagree with, but first I'm going to talk about the things I do agree with.
Hold on. One second. Let's start because we got a lot of calls. Let's just get to the stuff that you don't agree with. Let's talk about one thing that you don't agree with.
All right, perfect. All right, now in terms of the family concept, okay. Now I don't know what your religious background is or anything like that, but I disagree with your stance that the majority of men just want to get married solely just so they can have some in-house pussy. I don't agree with that.
Are you married?
No.
You're not. Was your father or mother married?
They was married when I was born, but they got divorced when I was 4.
Okay. And you said you don't believe that I said majority of men want to get married for consistent pussy. Right, why do you believe?
The reason why I said
why do you believe most men want to get married?
I believe that the majority of men have some type of morality and some type of religious background, and they feel like they want to do the right thing. I mean, at the end of the day, right? It was a man and a woman that took to create you, right?
Yes, I'm a Christian. Yes.
I believe that at the end of the day, that we supposed to have families. Like as a man, as a real man, we're supposed to have families. Now, unfortunately, due to the way this society is structured, a lot of bitches are not wifey material. I mean, there's no reason why you can be able to have a bitch that got 5 kids and 4 baby daddies. You feel what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna marry no bitch like that. You feel me? But I'm pretty sure there's a business out there that's marryable. You feel me? That you could be able to raise your family because we're about the future. You know what I mean? If we have a mentality where we're just gonna pump and dump and not try to build no families, like how are we supposed to be able to uphold society, bruh?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, bruh. I'm a Christian guy. What's your religion?
I'm like a Israelite. I believe that we are part of the 12 tribes.
Okay. Do you have any children?
I don't have any children.
You don't have any children. How old are you?
No. 30.
You're 30. Do you want children?
Mm-hmm. I want to have a family, and I've always told myself, that's why I listen to you, because I know how hoes is. You feel me? So I told myself that I never wanted to be a baby daddy. I always wanted to be a father and a husband. If I can't have the package right, the way it's supposed to be, I don't want it at all. You feel me? And I'm not going to fuck around and let no hoe play me. And so I could be paying child support and shit like that too, because I'm pretty sure your people's paying child support.
Okay, hold on a
I
second.
know other people that pay child support.
Hold on a second. My
You feel me?
brother. Yes, I feel you. You gotta understand. I have children. You understand?
Right.
You heard that before. I have 2 children.
Right.
They're sleeping in a room. They should be sleeping. Now, I've been through the family court system. I had a relationship with my kid's mom that didn't necessarily work out. And she went the route of trying to pursue child support, but I lawyered up, and I got an attorney, and I got a legal team, and I saw the whole process, how it went. I saw a lot of guys get taken.
Okay.
I saw a lot of guys get taken to prison. I saw a lot of stuff that happened that men go through in the family court system. I saw a lot of shit. So when I tell guys, this is what happens potentially when you want to marry or settle down or have children by a woman. This what not. Very often that could happen. And I tell them, go ahead and do what you want. But are you ready? Are you ready to fight that battle? Potentially. Okay.
Well, I was always thinking, like, there's other ways of doing it. Like, I just, what you feel about, like, let's just say if you found a good woman that was down, submissive, feminine, fine, and was just all about you and wanted to submit to you.
Okay, great.
Would you ever consider, like, maybe a prenuptial agreement?
No,
Or,
because here's the thing, my brother. If I have to tiptoe and I have to think about, if I gotta have one foot in and one foot out and sign a prenup, you might as well not get married at all. That means I just can't trust you in general. So you might as well not do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from with the whole prenup and all that. Now, here's my thing: if a woman loves me and wants to be with me that bad, I shouldn't have to get married. She should just want to be with me. Just have a long-term relationship. Hey, if you want to have a ceremony, fine. But I'm not signing a document by the state and says I'm married to this woman, whatever, and potentially half my shit can go to her. That's not needed if she loves me, if she actually wants to be with me. That's
so
my
you
mind.
believe in common law marriage then, right?
If not even common law marriage, man, because she still can get some of your resources. My thing is, if I was to have anything consistent and long term with a woman, she has her place, I have my place. We can spend time, we can hang out, we can fuck, we can go to the museum, we can go to Six Flags, we can ride roller coasters, we can go whatever, we can go mountain climb. I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, you can go to your place, I go to my place, and we can continue that. And if you don't like that, then no big deal. But I'm not going to get, and I understand where you come from because I grew up traditional. Both my parents married 24 years. Both of them got remarried, actually.
Right.
So, I mean, I seen that, and I grew up with both parents and all that shit. So, but my thing is, I'm not going to put myself in that predicament and marry a woman and have the state being involved and a woman having leverage over me. And if a man wants...
And I feel that.
Right.
I feel that, and I agree with like 95% of what you said. And since you said you have like a Christian background, I can respect that even more. But let's think about it from the long term. Let's think about it from a macro perspective.
Hold on one second, brother. One second, brother. Curry, the call is not spitting truth. We're having a discussion. Curry, if you really want to go overseas or get married, just go do that. But continue, my brother. I'm sorry.
Okay, but because we need to find an ultimate solution now. You know what I mean? Because you talk about Pookie and Ray Ray now, and especially in the black community with a lot of single parent households, a lot of crime, a lot of drugs. That started to come because of the lack of full families. You know, like you say, like the welfare policies, right? The Section 8, the food stamps. The majority of the people that get them stamps and say you can't have a man in the household, right?
Okay, so are you talking about a black community issue, or are you still on the same question as far as getting married? What are you on now?
Okay, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring it full circle, fam.
Okay.
You're talking about the crime in our communities, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the single mothers, and shit like that. They got the welfare and food stamps, but it comes full circle because the explosion of the crime and the drugs and stuff come from single parent households. The communities are much better when you have both a man and a woman in the house. Would you agree?
I agree with that.
To be able to instill values, morality, and also make the community and society stable. Okay, so now we are a part of a fucked up society that's completely broken with no morals or anything like that. So this is a byproduct of what we got. Okay, so what is the solution, bro? The solution
Okay.
is just not fucking.
Okay, here's the thing. Are you on the conscious hotep? Are you more black community issues, or are you on the whole marriage and getting married and what? I mean, what are we tackling right now? We're talking about the black community.
Well, okay, I don't want to confuse you. I was trying to help you connect the dots and put the two and two together. So let's stay focused on the marriage thing, right? Because the family, right, is a byproduct of the community. Without the family, there's no community in any society. Would you agree with that?
To a certain extent, yes.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say, bro, is what is the alternative to have a stabilized community if men don't value women and women don't value men?
Well, his
because if we're all fucking and this baby's being made and there's no type of stability by the parents, how is the children supposed to have a stable life?
The father needs to be there. If the fathers are there, then things will be on point. Let's bridge over to the black community now. I'm glad you brought that up. The black community currently is a shithole, a complete shithole. We both can agree with that. Now, what's the issue? The two issues in the black community is one, victim mentality, and two, there's no fathers, male leaders in the household or in the community, and that's because
That's what I'm saying, bro.
and that's because I know, and that's because women are in charge of who they let between their legs and who they give birth by. Black women, let's stick to, since we're on black women's issues, of the black community. Black women, they're letting losers and idiots and thugs and bums between their legs, men who are not even built to take care of themselves, let alone a whole family. So you gotta look at the women.
Okay.
They're letting women, but they're letting losers between their legs. So when they give birth, it's fucking up the whole community. Now the black community is going to be fucked up for generations because of the women who are letting intentionally. Because I know black women who say, you know what, educated lames are the black man who goes to school. He's not exciting. So I'll let this other, and I know where you came from. I know. Correct. I'll let this other loser fuck me and knock me up because he's more exciting. Then when I get 28, 30, 32, 35, then I want that good educated black man who I didn't want or didn't find exciting to help me raise my fucking bastard children.
The beta male provider.
I should say correct. The good guy, the stable guy who she didn't want. And that's and you gotta look at the women because men go on to fuck. The women need to really be held accountable and say, stop spreading your legs for losers. This shouldn't be a thrill type of thing. It's exciting. No, choose the smart, educated guy for long term. That's what the black community the black women, I should say, have an issue with. And this is why it's a shithole currently right now, because they love thugs, they love excitement, they love gold chains, they love pants down their ass, but they don't think long term in having a family.
Okay, so what is the solution that the men must do?
Because
here's the solution, bro. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay, now you back to the pumping up. Now let's wrap up the black community real quick. Then we'll get back to the whole pump it up and whatever. So the black community is so what we should do with the black community. Intelligent black men shout out to Obsidian Media, Obsidian. Intelligent black men should go where they're celebrated, which means I'm not, me personally, I'm an intelligent black man. I'm not going to deal with a black female. I'm not, because 9 times out of 10 it's going to be hell. So I'm going to go where I'm celebrated. I'm going to go where women like intelligent men, and that's 9 times out of 10 that's going to be with a non-black woman. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. So what the black community is right now is a shithole. I'm not helping building that up. I'm not going to go in and do pass out turkeys around Thanksgiving, or I'm not going to do that, because every man, honestly, every man's for themselves. And two, I didn't create the shithole that the black community is right now. Black women have done that intentionally. I know black women, and you know some who do not like good educated black men because they're lame or boring. That's on them. Okay. Now let's tackle the whole so what we should do about that. Me, you can go in and be a big brother and help with the bastard kids in the black community. You can help build that up, but what are you gonna get? What are you getting? We didn't even get first dibs on the black women who are 19, 20, 21. They didn't want an educated man at all. So I'm gonna go back in the community when I'm 30, 35 and try to build it back up. What I'm getting? Some consolation pussy or something? What am I getting?
Well, bro, I mean, all I deal with is black women.
Okay.
All I deal with, and I give my share of action. I can't lie.
Okay.
I don't. But the reason, like I said, the reason why I'm not married, I don't have no kids right now, because I'm still trying to find one that meets my criteria. And then if they don't meet my criteria, I'm cool. I'm talking about long term. You feel me?
Okay.
So I haven't given up on a black woman. I think they're beautiful. And I think that a lot of the things is been miseducation, and then the spread of feminism. They ate it up like a fucking.
I agree.
They ate up feminism. They took a whole bunch. They took a whole bunch of bullshit.
I agree.
And the majority of shit came from the media. So you really can't blame them. They just been under, you know what I'm saying, hypnosis. It seems like to me. Okay, because the majority of them do think the same. But there's some out there that's good. There's some good, I believe, me personally, that there's some good that do want a good man, but they just fall in few between. So I'm not gonna give up on my black queens, bro. I can't do it.
Okay. Your black queens. Well, here's the thing.
I mean, I'm just saying that to be on some gentleman shit. I can call them bitches hoes all day, you feel me? But it ain't really necessary, because we know what we're dealing with. You feel me? We know what we're dealing with. But I'm just trying to find a better solution, just to pumping and dumping for the sake of the children and the future generations, bro. Because you know we already fucked up. That's it. You feel me?
Well, me or you, my brother, we can't save future generations. I can say this. I've done my due diligence. I have my children; they're in my custody, and and that's good to go. So I've done my part. Now, when it comes to the pumping and dumping, a man has to have a decision. Have you been in family court before? Have you?
Man, like when I was younger, man, like I said, when I was 4 years old, my parents got divorced. It was ugly, and I've experienced the stuff on the outside. I haven't experienced it for myself, but you know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I
know it's an ugly process. I was a foster kid, all that shit. So it was an ugly ass process.
Oh, so shit.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're you know firsthand. So what I'm trying to get guys to understand is, yes, you can get married and do what you want, but the system is no joke, because I've been in there firsthand. I've stood in front of the judge. I've done it all. The system is no joke. I'm not trying to scare men. I'm trying to give them a caution before they go out and say, okay, I want to settle down now. I've listened to Darius. I've listened to enough red pill shit. Now I want to settle down. So I want to give them basically an orientation of what you need to expect out there potentially when you deal with these women. Because if pumping, yes, I understand when you say pumping up is not good, because about the whole building communities and shit. The fact of the matter is,
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is,
Leadership.
the fact of the matter is, when push comes to shove, okay, women have power when you marry them or when they have your children. They own you.
Right.
So I don't want to be in that predicament. And I'm telling guys, they don't want to be in that predicament either. Trust me, it's a lot of guys that pay a lot of money here in child support that's listening right now. They can tell you it's not fun. Yes, trust me, every man, I guarantee you, every man in here, the majority of us want children, we want offspring. I want sons. I got 2 girls. Fuck, I want sons. But I'm not going down that route again because I don't trust the female. Okay, she's got to do what benefits her, my brother. Now, if the system wasn't there, okay, cool. I'm all for it. I wouldn't mind.
Okay. Let me ask you this, my brother, and I appreciate you taking your time out to listen to me, man. I appreciate it, man. And shout out to everybody in the MGTOW movement. Let me ask you this, bro. You said I've already made my contributions, right? I've already had my children, I've already had my offspring, right?
Correct.
What would be your advice to the men out there that is red pill, but do want to have children and do want to have a family? What would be your advice to them?
My advice to them would be, let's say you want to have kids. I'll give you my advice to someone who wants to have kids first, and someone who wants to be married and have kids. The guy that wants
somebody that wants to be married and have a family. Right?
Okay, a guy that wants to do that, what he'll have to do. My whole thing is, and I already said, why would a man want to get married and sign his dotted line? If a woman loves you, I just don't feel that I should sign my rights away, my half of my income, my 401k, my home. That's not, to me, that's not love, my brother. That's just not. I mean, that's just, actually, it's foolish. Because no woman would do that if she made way more money than you. She wouldn't. It's just a foolish thing. It's a huge gamble. So what I would tell men to do is, there's a lot of women, believe it or not, my brothers, we live in a liberal ass fucking world, a country. So what I would tell men is, there's a lot of women who out there who would say, all right, fuck it, I want to be with you. So we'll just be together and go through things like that. There's a lot of individuals who not even married that didn't sign down line. They're just long-term partners. It's a lot. So if you want to go down that route, I've made my peace. I'm not going down that route. I'm not signing on down the line. I'm good. But a lot of men like yourself, you're 30 years old, you have that mind frame. You say, you know what, I'm 30. I want to, get a son and see him play t-ball and shoot hoops. I'm 6'3". You think I want a son? My dad we had 3 sons. I got 2 brothers. You think I don't want a son? I do. But in this day and age, whether she has a master's degree, whether she is on Section 8, I cannot trust that female to make a sound, logical decision and want me in my child's life and keep me around. I just cannot. I cannot trust. It's too risky.
Is it hypergamy? Is it hypergamy that makes you feel that way?
It's not just hypergamy. It's a woman having the state at her disposal to use, to leverage on you to get your money. Let's keep it real. A woman doesn't necessarily get with you because she loves you. She gets with you because you can provide protection and security, which means financially. So if she has the state that says, you know what, you can divorce him, you can get rid of him, and I can give you the house, and I can give you his money, and you can keep the kids, a lot of the times the woman's gonna scratch her head and say, that's a...
I'm gonna come up.
Right, it's that's why it is, and especially when a woman's nature, she loves money. Right, so that's what I'm trying to get. I'm not saying it's tough for a man to go this route because it's all a gamble. But I can tell you right now, when you in that courtroom, a lot of guys gonna wish that, man, I should have fucking listened. But you listen, my brother. What's your name again?
My name Quincy.
Quincy.
They call me Boss Freddy. I got an album out on iTunes called Road to Riches, man. Check me out, man. You feel me? You know what I mean? I do my thing, but you feel me? I like I said, I've been listening to you for a while, and I definitely agree with a lot of what you say, bro. Keep doing what you do. You feel me?
So, question to you before we leave: What do you want to do? What are you going to do?
Man, look, bro. I'm 30. Like I said, I will never be a baby daddy. I'm never going to pay child support.
How do you know? How do you know though?
Always, huh?
How do you know? What if you meet a black beautiful queen? What if you meet your queen? You think about it. What she got a what is she? Let's say your ideal woman. She 5'5", right? 5'5". Or you like Amazon chicks, 5'9", 5'10". Let's say she 5'10", right? Nice,
Knock 'em all down.
nice ass, big ass titties, natural hair. She'll wear weave. Oh man, that shit she on point. And she say, listen, I want to settle down with you. I want to have your kid. And would you go down that route? Would you wife her up?
Well, I'll be beating a lot of bad bitches down, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be tricked. I'm not gonna let no hoe trick me. That's the reason why I'm MGTOW. You feel me? That's the reason why I'm red pill. You feel me? I'm not gonna simp over no bitch. I'm not gonna ruin my livelihood over no bitch, my nigga. I'm just trying to find out what's the ultimate solution.
Either.
You know what I'm saying? Because as a God-fearing man, you know what I'm saying? Do I just say, like, fuck, get money, fuck bitches the rest of my life? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I mean, this is serious here. You feel me?
Of course. Well, here's the thing. A solution. I said, my brother, you can have. There are women out there. If you have a set program, she'll say, okay, you know what? If you let her know, I don't want to get married. What I want is someone long term, consistently around. We can have fun. We can fuck. We can do all this shit. But I don't want to sign my name on the line. I've told women that myself, my brother. Women I've talked to that I've fucked around with or dealt with in the past, they knew about my channel, knew what I was about. They were on board. They were on board with that because I let them know. Listen, I don't trust the system. I don't want that, in my life and between us and nothing like that. There's women out there that will be on that program, and if she's not, then you shouldn't deal with her. I always think
that's what it is, man.
I always
hey, if they're not trying to get down with the program, then they got to get gone. It's just that simple. You hear me?
Yeah, like I always think like if this woman loves me, let's say LaPortia loves you, why would she? If she loves me, I shouldn't have to sign my name on the dotted line. I shouldn't, and that's not love. That means you just want me for security and resources. That's my whole thing. You understand what I'm saying?
That part.
Now, the worst
comes. It's not a fair exchange, my dude. It's definitely not a fair exchange.
The worst. His thing for all the men that wants children. Because let's keep it real, men get married to have children. That's pretty much it. We don't get any other benefit from marriage. The worst comes to worst, my brothers. If you want to have children, let's say you're 30s, you're late 20s, you at that point in your life, just set money aside for child support potentially. Trust me, set it aside because you never know that woman could say, wake up one day. Trust me, my kid's mom did it. She woke up one day on the wrong side of the bed, out of the blue. She probably watching. Who gives a fuck? And boom, all the women they change like that. Boom, just like that.
They do switch up. Hey, just like Amigo say, these hoes wishy-washy, bro. Straight up.
Seriously, and so I'm not trying to tell men like, oh fuck, stay away from these women. No, they're bitches women everywhere. I work with 98% women. So it's like, yes, you can deal with these women in whatever way you want to, but you have to be careful because the laws, everything is on a woman's side. If you want to have kids, make sure you set some money aside for child support, a lawyer potentially down the road because y'all could be on good terms, and your son or daughter 6 years old, and your kid's mom wake up one day and say, I want to throw them on child support, and you think everything's sweet. Now you have no money, you have no savings, you have no way to fight back, and you sitting there like, man, this bitch, why she do that to me, man? That's because she can't. Women wake up like that any day of the week. You understand?
Real talk. Well, I mean, what would you think? Like, fuck it. Would you suggest that a dude get his bread up? Like, fuck, I'm gonna get my bread up, and then if you decide to have kids, just say, fuck it, y'all just coming with me, and just say, fuck the whole game. Like, just, you know what I mean? Just keep it 100. Like, fuck, I'm gonna get my bread up, and bitch, I want you to be my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? And just say, fuck it. Just after she had a baby, like they coming with me.
Well,
coming or not?
Here's the thing. It doesn't work like that. Now, me having a legal team and what I did, what happens is they give custody to the mother by default. She can be a crack addict. They gonna give it to custody by default because they see men as the providers and they see us women as the nurturers. So So let's say you and LaPortia together, and you say, "Man, fuck this bitch. I'm taking my kids." Do you know they will track you down and arrest you? Even though they 50% yours biologically, they might look like yours. They will track you down and arrest you because that's kidnapping. That's her children. Okay? So what you have to do is you have to go through get a whole legal team, and you have to fight just for 50-50 custody. Just 50-50. You have to fight for that. So if you have no issue with seeing your child 50% of the time, go ahead and have children. I'm not. Here's the thing: what you could get up with a woman that y'all everything fine, y'all on good terms for 18 plus years, and keep your son, daughter graduating, all everything could be fine. But the chance of that happening is slim to none. Seriously.
Right.
So I'm giving the solutions. I'm giving options. I'm giving, a lot of guys have made their peace. I'm just gonna be chopping Ladarius Bridges.
But my stance, but my point of view, it did make sense though. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like in terms of just being a man, like what is the solution, especially for a God-fearing man. Now a motherfucker don't fear God, he gonna do whatever. He don't give a fuck. But a God-fearing man, like damn, they said that the marriage supposed to be a covenant between man, woman, and God. Like you know what I'm saying? But you saying nah, it's the woman in the state against your motherfucking ass.
That's what it is. And that's what, and his thing, it's not how this whole movement started, my brothers. Everybody, how MGTOW, how the Red Pill has, how ItMore, how SYSBM started, all this other stuff, is because the state has, and the state gives the power of woman to have leverage over the man.
Right.
That's how this whole thing started. We don't hate women, we don't dislike them, none of that shit. The state gives women power over the man. That's what it's about. So we have to take the necessary steps in order to make sure we taking care of as men, and we ain't getting fucked. Unfortunately,
That part.
I don't hate women. I still get my dick sucked. Fuck. I mean, but I'm not being a part of that legal system, man. I was already part of it. I'm done. Thanks for calling, brother. Love you. Appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you, Darius, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. See, what I'm trying to do, guys, is give you guys some wisdom, some understanding. Guys, make sure you support the stream. Donate to the church, man. Like I don't want you guys to get fucked over. Listen, my life is good. I'm good. My children are. I'm not in the system. I won't be a part of that. But a lot of men still want. Listen, that child support is not a joke. It ain't no motherfucking joke. And that shit don't motherfucking stop. Those alimony, they don't stop, man. It's not like let's say you want to take a month off and say, man, I want to go on vacation. Thank you. Great to see you, Ladarius Bridges. Let's say you want to go on vacation. That shit just ain't gonna stop. Like, well, he want to go for a month. Man, that shit gonna keep coming. It ain't gonna stop. It is not gonna stop. You understand what I'm saying? Rock Hall, he said his brother 50K in a hole, man. Yes, can you sing that club thing about women having choices? Only thing I want get you guys to understand is the pros and cons, what you need to expect out there, man. If you want to give you free legal advice, well, I don't give you no free, but I've already been through it, man. He said he tried to advertise a little album. But yeah, man, I don't want y'all to get raked over the coal. You understand? I want you guys to make sound, logical decisions. So if you want to go that route, you better start saving. I'm telling you, if you got kids, because any woman can wake up. My daughter's mom woke up one day, like I swear to God, just woke up one day and was like, I ain't gonna get into the specifics. I'm looking like everything was going great. You know, I have my daughters whenever I wanted to. It was like 3 to 4 days out of the week. It was basically split time and all that shit. Sometimes I have more. And boom, out of the blue, literally woke up one day. Boom. Flip the script. I was a loss for words. You understand what I'm saying? That's how easy it is for women to do that. If you think they can flake on you, if you think they can love, they say, "Oh, I love you," and a bitch can stop talking to you the next day, you better know the bitch can. Oh, we cool, we cordial. Me and the baby's good. You think you picking up and dropping off, and you got that little freedom and shit. You can, you know, you ain't paying no child support. You just, you know, buy them, take the kids here, and that bitch will wake up one day and guess what? Be right at the state's attorney's office, throwing you on child support. Now you're looking dumb. Now, there's a high chance that won't happen. No, there's a small chance that won't happen. But I ain't rolling no dice. I ain't trying to scare you guys. I'm telling you how it is. Given to you raw and uncut. Nobody gonna tell you this shit. Not on YouTube. Who gonna tell you this on YouTube? Nobody. I don't give a fuck. Say your ass a dream. Shout out to Con West. Great to see you, my brother. He says women are being empowered by the government. Yeah. So if I know the women are empowered by the government, why in the fuck would I marry her and know she'll have control over me? Listen, bitch, whatever your name is, Emily, LaPortia, Maria, whatever your name is, guess what? We can hang out long term. We can have something consistent. We can go to the Navy Pier. We can go to take Chicago downtown. But guess what? I'm not signing anything. I'm not signing nothing. That would never happen. Oh, you don't love me. No, that's foolish. You damn right. Well, I don't, but still, I'm not going to sign anything. That's not in my... No, I'm not. It's foolish. There's a reason why women don't marry men who make less than them. You understand that? There's a reason women do not marry men who have less money than them. They don't want to do it because they know that the guy could take her shit. Women ain't dumb when it comes to money. We're dumb because we say, "Oh, to death do us part." You know, till death do us part. You think she gonna stick around? Never know. She could. But this ain't like the 1940s or 30s or 50s where your woman, you know, is loyal. She there. No, man. It ain't like that. That ain't that type of old school love. This is that new school millennial shit. Where bitches out there that bread and they got them devices. Where they see somebody they like and they, all right, I don't want to date you no more. That's what we dealing with. That's the animal we dealing with. You understand? Shout out to Idaho Model Shipbuilder for contributors 5 shekels. Thank you, my brother. One thing I'm trying to do is warn you guys, man. I feel like we an Asian woman named LaPortia. Women in 2019 are not marriage. I'm being honest, man. I'm just keeping it 100. Do I hate women? Hell no. Story time. Yeah, matter of fact, I gotta I don't want the battery to die, but we need what's the topic, my brothers? And guys, if you want to contribute via PayPal, there's the link. All 100% proceeds go to me. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the wisdom, feel free to support. We need your support. Give me a topic, my brothers. No, it ain't weird. Older women, they suck good dick, and they more often than not, they're submissive. They ain't on no flaky. They're a lot of times their emotions are kind of, you know, mellowed down, and they're a little more logical because again they don't have the luxury to be flaking on dudes like that. They don't got no stream of guys that's throwing themselves at them. So a bitch not cheat 30, 35, 30, 38, 40. She ain't gonna necessarily flake on you like that. There are some, but yeah, older women they ain't gonna flake like that. You still get some, but and they suck good dick because they had so many guys prior to meeting you. So, I mean, she sucked a ton of dick in her life. Now she got to you, and it's shit. It's the chew game on 10. Older women tend to have more. Only reason they have more sense is because they don't have that many options, and they know that their looks are dwindling. You know, and they fuck you good and shit. A lot of older women, you got to be careful, guys, because they'll tell you, "Oh, my tubes are tied," or I'm on birth control, or I can't have kids. They'll tell you all that shit just so you can go in raw. A lot of older women, because they know they're at the end of the road. They're at the end of the road in their life. So the older woman, what she'll do is say, "Okay, fuck it, I'll just fuck raw." Even if she catches AIDS, or she gonna die within about 40, 50 years. As a matter of fact, she see her life is over with anyway. She 35, 40, her life done. She gonna live for?